Oh, add to stage. There we go.
There we go.
I did it. Ooh, ooh.
Okay. I'm just trying to do the
Hello.
Discording here.
Oh, Discording.
That looks like I did it right.
I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe you did it right. I
Yeah.
don't know what you do. Here we go. Live. Happy Halloween. We didn't decorate.
No,
Could have
no.
decorated.
There's no time. There's no time.
No, there was no time.
Yeah. I'm excited for this one though because we have a few costumes. We got some stuff going on.
Yes, we do.
And your costume like is a lot better. Obviously, mine is thrown
mine
together.
is my Jordan Con costume, where I'm Elaine at the circus.
Yeah, that's right. We do have to do a spoiler warning. You're already getting some questions in the chat.
I'm working on it. Okay.
It's a good question.
I thought you might want to see our faces before the spoiler warning came up.
Yeah. So what are we on? Knife of Dreams.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. It's good that we're also very healthy tonight. So
you're
already losing your voice. And I'm going to be coughing.
I had to coach Hayden's soccer this morning, and that really, really didn't do a good job for my voice. But okay, let's see. No spoilers. Up to no spoilers past. Chapter 28, I think, because we haven't talked about 29.
That's true.
Okay, chapter 28 of Knife of Dreams.
Nice. Okay.
Scroll across the bottom. Add banner. Oh, you're gonna
very
have to
healthy.
do something about that.
Nope, there's nothing to do. we're just gonna live through it.
Okay, is it working? Did it scroll? Show. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Nice. Did it. Woohoo. Okay, I want to see comments. I want to say hi to people.
Yeah. And I have props, so I'm gonna have to reveal some of my props as we get going here. So
nice.
Yeah, I know we do have a lot of questions, obviously tonight from people because this is a spooktacular Q&A, so it's not just like a we have a purpose tonight too. We do have to do some things.
Oh, unicorn ghosts. No, the thumbnail isn't unicorn ghosts. It was ghosts in Halloween party hats. Okay, can I show off my drink? I'm a little disappointed though, because it's not as purple as it's supposed to be. I wonder if it'll show up.
Looks pretty purple.
No,
that doesn't look purple on the camera though.
Oh, it's my
okay
flying purple people eater.
Okay,
but it's supposed to be. It's like kind of purple.
That's good.
It's too much blue curacao, I think.
Yeah, it's not Marty McFly. I'm not Marty McFly. If you're referencing me, I have some props. So I have some of my wolf pack tonight. If this helps. Now these guys are the adults. Obviously, you can tell. But I also have some puppies here.
Oh,
so just you know, they're pretty young still, but they are in fact
wolf pups.
Wolf pups. And then if you weren't clear, I'm also drinking from this mug tonight.
He's Perrin. Or he's trying to be.
Doing my I have my lumberjacky. I also have a hammer.
It's good.
I also don't know if you noticed, but I have the axe too.
Oh, whoa. Anyway. I actually didn't see that there.
I hid that behind.
That's good. You should have left the beard.
I know. I don't have a lot of facial hair, but I also curled the hair a little bit for tonight. So try to. It's doing as curly as it's going to get. But
good. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. And you're going to be in charge. So you don't have anything ready because you have to like do the questions. That's typically your job.
Yes.
Is that going to be your job?
Yeah, of course.
Tonight also?
Yeah, of course. Okay. That's my job. I am.
Do you want my computer? Would it help?
Nope.
Okay.
No, because I want to put it in here so it pops up.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Because we can do things like this.
Right.
Let's see. A fun one.
Not accurate parent cosplay because my wife is right here. I know where she is. See, that's funny.
I wanted to make him a Fez, and I wanted him to be Julian.
Julian, but like, what else do I use?
No, that's it. A duo at the circus.
Yeah.
This one. Oh, nice. Excited for this one. Oh, and the light went out.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That was expected.
I know. I'll fix that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna plug it in over here.
Do a new plug. Okay. See, this is when everyone's
go.
like, "Why don't you do YouTube more often?"
This is why.
This is why we don't do.
I don't
YouTube
know.
more
This
often.
is fun behind the scenes. Smash that like button. Oh, that's nice. Do it. Do what she says. You know, we're teaching Koala all about Halloween tonight.
Oh yeah, because they don't have Halloween
I should
in
have posted
Australia.
some pictures of our kids painting pumpkins. We did painted pumpkins this year. Painted with sticker faces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, painting pumpkins is, I don't know, I don't even feel like that's traditional. Like, usually you got to cut the faces out. So,
Melissa, look at how nice. Look at how nice. The best companion. That's so nice.
the camera shakes when you type.
And there's nothing I can do about that. Just kidding. I can probably do a little bit better.
Nope, you're just still shaking it.
Yeah, it's it's supposed to be purple. It's actually a margarita.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have expected that.
I know. It's
Yeah.
there's tequila in it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be purple. TikTok said it would be purple.
Yeah.
I looked up what I should do.
You know, I'm
Mhm.
surprised that
Mhm.
the internet was not correct.
Me too.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, the whole thing shakes when I touch the computer. There's nothing I can do about that. I am just gonna.
Do you want a mouse? You could plug a mouse in.
My mouse might. Yes.
Yeah. I can get a
Get
mouse.
a mouse.
Because we're going to be here for just a while.
We're gonna be here for a while. We're setting up. We're doing good. We're all here. I don't want. Yeah, painted pumpkins. Good. Yeah, put wings. Wings and a one googly eye. Okay. Debate about if this is called a googly eye. I feel like there's other words for it. A mouse, like a, because I'm on my laptop, right? So every time I touch it, the whole thing shakes. But if I have a mouse, then I can copy and paste stuff from Discord or Patreon for stuff. Thank you. I'll take that. Nope, you can't plug it in there.
Can't plug it in anywhere.
Can't plug it in. Yep, that's
Oh, I have an idea. No.
Oh, no. You plug this into that. No, leave that alone.
That's not how that
Leave
works.
that alone. Yeah, there's one right there. Oh, that's not how that works.
That's not how a computer works. We'll make it work.
You guys want to see some circus moves? Yeah, but I still need a receiver, even if it's wireless. I ran out of USB
No, I got this.
plugs. Oh, it's working.
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. You're onto something.
Mm-hmm.
See? Parents, so thoughtful. Always think of things through. Problem solver. Boom. Did it, folks. Did it. Cool. Okay.
Just don't knock over your margarita now.
Oh, the stress.
So the Albertan winter, have you talked about that yet? So it just started.
Winter just started. Just this week.
Yeah, there's snow. It's sort of cold. It's not terrible, but it's still winter and it's too early for me. I wasn't actually very excited.
No, it's usually after Halloween.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to answer some questions?
I mean, do you want to get going? Did we do a spoiler warning for did you say it or did you?
I have not said it.
Okay.
It's just scrolling along the bottom.
Okay. So let's make sure we got everything. No spoilers past chapter 28 of Knife and Dreams, but also we've read New Spring and we've watched the first 2 seasons of Wheel of Time.
That's right.
And I'm kind of hoping there's a few questions maybe about the TV show. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we gotta talk about that. Okay. So that's where we're at.
Well, no, cool. Winter has a date. It's the winter solstice and it's December 22nd. But it feels more like winter than fall. So we sort of just say,
it's winter. When it snows, it's winter. Like, it's not fall.
No.
Not fall anymore.
Fall was lovely though this year. I really had a lovely fall.
It didn't last very long.
No, and I'm actually feeling really sad. I wanted to get this shirt that said Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, but it was like this, it's like Humpty Dumpty, and he's like carrying a pumpkin spice latte, and there's like a pumpkin and like leaves, and it's like he's wearing a scarf, and
it's good.
That's what I like, and so I'm feeling sad I didn't buy that.
Yeah. Huh?
I
All right.
wanted it.
Okay. Let's do like a couple of questions.
Oh, Yanis, it must be late for you.
Yeah.
It must be late for you in Europeville. Yeah, our fall or autumn was very lovely. Actually, it was nice. 3 a.m. Yeah. Okay, ready for the first question?
Yeah. Let's go. Okay.
Okay. From Gatorade. Ooh, that is messy. I'll do it better next time.
Okay.
Is there a popular scary movie or genre that you have no interest in watching?
Yeah. All scary movies.
Oh, yeah. All of it.
Yeah.
Every
Scary movies,
single
horror movies.
Every single one of them I
Yeah.
have zero interest in watching.
You know what? I'm gonna put just like a little asterisk to that because I like zombie movies. So I don't know if you classify that as like horror or like scary, because they can be scary, but like I love zombie movies.
Different scary, because I'm okay with like a thriller, kind of like a Gone Girl. I like,
okay,
it's like dramatic thriller.
Sure,
I can sort of get on board with, but it's just that pure horror, jump scare, paranormal,
slasher,
gross,
like gratuitous violence for like torture or stuff like just like the Saw movie, like not for me. Yeah, just generally. I'm pretty sure I'm still traumatized.
I'm sure I would not like it. Like, you know what I didn't watch? Get Out. That looked too scary for me. Yeah, I can't get on board with like you know what the worst one is for me in my brain, and I've never seen it. Human Centipede.
Oh yeah, I watched that. That was bad.
No.
I'm still haunted by Paris Hilton, House of Wax. Like I'm pretty sure she was in that like way back.
I feel like the last one I ever watched, like we were in high school, and it was Jennifer's Body.
Oh yeah, Megan Fox, right?
Oh,
pretty sure.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Just not for me.
None of it. I like, you know what I like? Hocus Pocus.
Okay. Yeah.
I like Casper.
Yeah.
The Ghost, Hotel Transylvania.
I'm good with psychological thrillers too. Like, the mind twisty, like those kind of fun ones. But like, again, different. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know some people just like love the shit out of that stuff.
And you know what? To each their own. Oh, I'm pretty sure my brother forced me.
He did. The Grudge or something. Grudge 2.
Or no, it was in Insidious or something. I had to go because they were going to the movie theater, and like I was in town visiting them, and they're like, "We're going to this movie." And I was like, "I don't want to." I literally
I did not watch Human Centipede. I didn't. Even the idea of it, like I don't even like the South Park episode.
Yeah, I know.
Making fun of it, like I just. No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
No.
I got peer pressured into watching it, and I regret it. So.
No, I didn't. I would never go near that.
Okay. Good question. Good Halloween-based question, I guess, sort of.
Okay. Oh, this is going to get us thinking. I'm not going to put the name, but I'm going to say who said it.
Okay.
Okay. So we have Melissa asking. I'm going to put this over here to make life easier for myself.
Ooh, going to get fancy.
A little bit.
Seven's a good movie. See, I wouldn't even consider that.
This is the worst mouse anyone's ever used.
Yeah, it was like $8 on Amazon.
Oh my God, why?
Why?
I can't like click. Okay, back to the keyboard. That's so weird. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here's the question. What are some good Wheel of Time themed costumes for kids and adults? Baby with a sword.
Perrin.
Do a baby with a sword for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, our Mansfield 5.
Yeah. Okay. You like Warder, I said.
I mean, like Moraine. I was Moraine the last time we did this. I have the,
Yeah, I was considering being Moraine this time.
You were gonna be Moraine.
I was. I like thought about it because like I don't have a costume. I don't have anything, but I could be TV show Moraine because I have like a blue suit jacket.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't exactly translate, but it's close. It's close. I did watch the original. There was a time I got peer pressure so I did actually see the original Grudge 2. Terrifying. Oh yeah.
Tinkers is a good one.
Oh yeah.
The Glee Man,
Val and Luca, Circus.
Yeah.
But then you will get mistake for like the Greatest Showman.
Yes, you will.
Because it is basically that.
For sure. The costume. And like I can't wear like this costume anywhere like no one will know what it is.
You're
It'll be like, that's
"What?"
clearly a costume, but no one knows what that is.
Right, it's
Even
like,
at Jordan Con, like
Elvis
walking
Coito?
around with a like red
Elvis Presley?
sparkly Nynaeve and Brigida, and
Mhm.
still we had to explain it.
Yeah, I feel like you got to be careful doing the whole white cloak costume because, anyways, careful about that.
Careful.
You could be Aiel, like that's that's
Aiel.
kind of cool.
Aiel's good. You just kind of look like a warrior.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You might get just mistaken for like some sort of Dune-esque warrior, like
Mm-hmm.
which is fair.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just thinking like all the shadow spawn in Wheel of Time. Like again, people will know that you're like a monster, but like they wouldn't be like, oh, like Fade, you'd for sure get mistaken for like a ring wraith or something,
or like Voldemort,
or like a Dementor.
Yeah,
like that style. But Drakkar, you'd be like, what if you're realistic? It's like, what is that?
Yeah. If you want to go like kind of horrible, Damani and Suldam.
Oh yeah.
If you're into scary, terrifying Shan-Chen helmet, you want to build one of those yourselves,
like the alien insect.
The weird,
version?
no,
or like
the weird TV show version.
Yeah. If you do have questions, throw them in chat, guys.
Baby Ogier.
That would be cute. Yeah. If you do have questions, throw them in chat. Like we're gonna go through the list of ones that were submitted from like our patrons and our Discord,
but we'll answer them as they go.
Yeah, and if we miss it, ask it again because we probably just missed it. So unless it's a terrible question, in which case we're just gonna miss it.
Dress up your dog as a Damani? No,
because the leash is already there. Oh my goodness.
That's funny. Yeah. No.
Okay.
We got
some
like,
good answers.
Yeah, Ashaman is good. At Jordan Con, there were
like 15 of them, 30 of them. Yeah, there's a whole. They did a whole thing.
They did a whole thing, and they did a whole picture and a.
I'd seen pictures of previous
all came
years.
dressed in their black coats. Yeah, so good.
It's cool to see it in person.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, what do we got here?
Ooh, this is an interesting one from David. All right, let's see if the mouse is going to work this time. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Has the show made any book characters more interesting to me? Yeah, probably like all of them.
Okay.
Realistically.
Biggest change for me, White Cloaks. Biggest difference.
Oh, yes.
I was like
more
100%.
formidable as a.
Yeah. We've talked about this a lot, but like 100% first thing, like I love the White Cloaks in the TV show. They are phenomenal, and I just want to see more of them because I love a good bad guy. So.
Just all of them.
Actually, the Forsaken too, like the Forsaken introduction, the season. Again, we've already posted. We've watched season 2, but like
is more interesting for Yanis. That's good.
The season ending with Moghedien, right? The spider made like the villains, the Forsaken, so much more formidable because in the books they're formidable. Because some of the book Forsaken are kind of like, you get introduced and you get offed immediately, and that's cool. But like, show me fewer and then do more with them, and I'm loving that. Yeah. And I like the slow burn, how they didn't try to throw like 8 Forsakenness at one time. It's like, give us 1, now 2, now a 3rd. And now maybe next season we could get a couple more. Like, sure, introduce the boys. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. No, that's good. The show made me love Show Nynaeve.
Oh, yeah.
I did like the except in season 2, Book Nynaeve was coming out a little bit strong. Book Nynaeve.
Yeah. That's fair.
Just that smudgeness.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I would say that. Yeah. Nynaeve. Elaine.
Yeah. There's a lot of care, and like I'm excited to see where they go with it because we're still so early too. Like we are only, season 2 here. So okay.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
Now we do have some questions coming in about the book too, but I feel like we might need to take a pause.
No,
for a moment. No, okay, no. Okay. So Carlos in the chat asks, "What are your thoughts on Show Rima?" I liked it. I liked Rima. I thought it was really cool how they introduced like different weaves. I thought they did a really cool thing with her, obviously being yellow. Like I saw a lot of discussion and chat about like the intricacies of what she was actually doing too.
I like the hashtag mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, that's for you, right? Not for Rima turning that Suldam Damani pair into mashed potatoes.
No,
because she did kind of like smush them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Like that was a brutal scene and really cool, showing like a yellow sister actually like kicking ass.
I did like that part.
Yeah. It's like I'm excited to see if they do like very like Aja like specific weaves. If they go for like different typical weaves for attacking people. So I feel like they can do a lot, obviously.
Yep. Okay, here is a question coming in from, I lost it. SP Jazz. Brett, how much do you have to strain yourself not to spoil anything when Danny suddenly does a pretty good prediction?
Well, I'll let you know when she does a pretty good prediction. It's like,
Brett, that's so rude.
I had to take it. I
I
had to take the
know.
opportunity there. Okay, yeah, it's kind of funny, and we talked about this a little bit, but I feel like it's getting progressively harder because when we first started this whole endeavor, like you didn't know anything, so I couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then like as we are so far into the series now, where it's like there's way more behind us now than there is ahead of us, so it's harder to remember what has happened and what is still yet to come for like small details.
Right.
Big events, obviously, I'm thinking like Winter's Heart, like cleansing stuff. Like, yeah, we haven't hit the cleansing yet, so don't talk about the cleansing stuff or any of that. But it's like all the little things in people interactions and relationships.
Yep.
It's like, man, I gotta be on my toes. And it's a lot of just like note taking and prep taking.
Yeah. Well, and I'm already sort of struggling with what happened in like after Dumais Wells, like book 7, 8, 9. It's a huge blur. Like for me, I was doing a really good job of like, this is what happens. I know it. And then I felt like we just zoomed, like we went so fast through it all. And then now I just don't know.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
How do we do it? It's difficult. I don't know.
Hard.
And then like if you're not sure, just like don't say anything.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do.
Take a drink.
Yeah.
So you just laugh a lot of the time.
I mean, I feel
you just like neither confirm nor deny like anything.
Yeah.
Really. So. All right. Okay. Let's see. I have reading or watching any non-Wheel of Time stuff lately from Grand Soul, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We got some answers here.
Yeah, we do. Go ahead.
Okay. About the TV show?
Tell us. What are you watching or reading?
Oh, so I am kind of sort of trying to dip my toes back into some of the Dritz novels just because they're fun and easy to listen to while I work.
Who's that? What's that?
We talked about this. It's like
We've talked about this?
Yeah, we did. We actually did this on a Q&A before, and Drizzed.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a whole discussion because it's like DRIZZT. So
okay.
Yeah, anyways, it's like just fantasy. It's like super easy reads, but they're fun and something I can do just while I'm doing part of my job.
Cool. Okay.
But you're doing stuff too.
Yeah, I am. I just finished the 5th Percy Jackson book.
Yeah, you're
I blasted through those. Those are fun and great. I never read those before, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? This wouldn't be a party unless we invited some guests.
Okay.
So let's add.
What's up?
Natalie to the party. Well,
what's up?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Petey's also here. He's just
over there.
Off camera.
Our dog.
Hi.
But he might make an appearance.
Happy Halloween. How's
Happy
it hanging?
Halloween.
Look, I have my wolf pack.
Congratulations.
And look, I have the 2 puppies, the two little puppies.
So cute.
Yeah.
Do people send you those, or do you just have?
No,
them?
these are children's
these
toys.
Just kids' toys. Yeah.
About half an hour before the stream, we were like, "Oh no, I need to dress up as something." So it's like a Perrin-esque.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh
we
my
are not
God.
dressed up as
it's
anything.
a double
We're just here.
date.
Yeah.
I love it.
We were going to dress up, and then there were
I feel like this happened last time.
there were guidelines released about what kinds of costumes we
SAG
were
stuff.
allowed to wear for Halloween.
For where? For who?
From the strike stuff.
Just-
From
Oh,
the
okay,
strike
okay.
stuff. And
Okay,
so
okay.
it kind of killed our
A little
costume,
bit, but that's okay.
which is fine.
That's all right. It's no big deal. How are you two? How are things? What
Too
are we
bad.
doing tonight?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Great.
Yeah, we're like
We're good. We're
we're
here. We're
battling
happy to be
sickness,
here.
but
Oh no.
No.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Not tell your
Just,
sickness.
your regular cold that you like literally can't get over forever.
Sure.
Just
Yeah,
It's
the one that
Halloween.
it shows up and it sticks around forever.
for like ever,
Yeah,
ever,
yeah,
and
we-
ever.
right.
We did that. We did that in September, I think.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, you got what we had.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a lot of
Rude.
fun.
So rude.
It's so rude when you get sick on a weekend. That's the worst.
It's
Yeah.
like let me be sick at work.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Let me
during
be
my
sick on my
weekend.
boss's
Mhm.
time, not my
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. No, Dana says that you guys are dressed as podcasters.
that works.
You guys look like very professional podcasters right
This
now.
is what
Yeah.
I wear almost every day. So
Yeah.
Professional.
Conley and jeans is like my go-to.
Yeah, that is his uniform. And
Pretty
then I am wearing hard pants for the first time in a hot minute because we went to go have wine with our neighbor.
Hard pants.
What are hard pants?
As
Hard
opposed to
pants.
Not
soft
sweatpants.
Soft
Jeans.
pants. Soft pants are
Okay,
like-
hold on. I have
Oh.
to change our spoiler warning though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
right.
It's like chapter,
Hold on,
chapter
everybody.
2.
Just to hold on. Where are you, Allie?
Where am I? Oh, I'm on Knife of Dreams chapter 2.
Oh,
Ooh,
beginning of Knife of Dreams.
Yes.
Okay.
So very little has happened, but also a lot happened because the prologue for that book is just stuff happening
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
We did end up
There we
doing our
go.
plan
No, but
to
We did.
do
We did.
Crossroads in one episode.
We carried that out. We had to cut
Yeah?
it in half.
wild.
because
Except you had to do 2 parts. I saw.
I know.
I was
we were
so
so
upset.
mad.
I
we
was
were so mad.
sad because we edited the whole thing as one 10-hour episode, but the file was too big. And
Oh,
so
like
the
you couldn't
Yeah.
even upload it? Oh
couldn't
my
Yeah.
upload
god.
it.
We
Let
broke
me
Spreaker.
teach you something about business. If you have 10 hours of podcasting, you split that up. No, I'm joking.
We have to split it. And that's what we learned. We learned the hard way. If it's
Well,
over,
also,
8.
if you split it up, you get more ad revenue.
this is true.
Okay.
But I like how you roll.
Doing it for the
Just like
fans.
don't give a shit. And
We
that's
just
my
we were
favorite.
like, you know what? This is the stupidest thing we can
We
think
wanted
of.
to do the
I
dumbest
love it,
thing,
and that's
but
how you marketed yourselves. It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
best.
Yeah.
that's our
kind
marketing.
of our brand is
is-
dumb nonsense.
We're dumb.
I have a
Nothing
question.
we do
I have
makes
a question.
sense.
So Jordan Con's coming up.
Yeah.
No, not coming up.
Well,
Well,
kind
coming.
Well,
Kinda.
eventually.
Coming up.
It's in
It'll be
6-ish
here.
months.
It is coming up, like the
Yeah.
you know.
ish.
what
Yeah.
ti-
It's in the
So
spring.
so
Are we?
Are we
done?
going?
Or are we
Yeah.
going?
yeah, that's like
Oh yeah.
Are we? Yeah, we're
Oh,
going.
good.
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
all
we're
right.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Are you
we're there.
going?
Yeah, I don't know. What would we even do at Jordan Con if Allie and
Yeah.
us weren't there?
Tell me you're going. Are you going?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we already
yeah.
have.
Good.
We even bought our flights.
We bought our flights. We
Excellent.
reserved our hotel. Like we are, we
We're
are way
ready.
more prepared than last year.
Well, because
We're
I
way more
found the
prepared than we
flight
are.
deal.
Oh,
That'll help.
that's way more prepared than we are. We currently have no.
We have nothing.
Nothing.
We need to do that.
Yeah,
need
we
to
do need
that.
to
Yeah,
that.
but like
should do that.
flying to Atlanta from Edmonton, Alberta,
different. Like yeah.
Different.
cost us so much money last year, and I found a good deal. And I was like, "Whoa, this is like half the price I thought it would be. I'm booking it now."
Yeah.
That's
So-
that's smart. That's smart. I
Mhm.
feel like without Los Angeles, we're kind of spoiled because usually you
You
can
can get
find
most places.
something.
Not WatCon very easily.
No, that is the one
Oddly
that's
enough,
hard.
Columbus. very hard
Dylan
to
wants
get
to know, how did you find 10 hours worth of content in that book?
I don't really know.
Half of it
There's-
was
there
us
is
losing
stuff
our
that
minds.
happens. It just doesn't further the plot.
Yeah,
all.
Right.
we spent a lot
There's
of
stuff
time.
in there.
We s-
Talking about
we
ghosts.
spent a lot of time laughing about ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yes,
Ghosts.
apparently we had the same response where we both did that,
Ghosts.
and
Wait,
and we can vouch.
this is our ghost
Oh no,
sound.
no, we can't play. the
Please?
soundboard. Fine.
Wait. No,
No,
that's not
no.
it.
Nightmare.
We killed it. We ruined it. Oh wait. This is our
ruined it.
ghost
Every time a
sound.
ghost
When the
shows up,
ghosts
we play
happen, we
this.
go.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfect. No, that's
Important.
good. We
Yes.
just
Yeah.
we just shaggy it up.
Appropriate.
Oh, yeah.
Probably more appropriate.
Oh, okay. So
Ghosts.
then Scooby, doesn't he also go like gross? Like he has his own thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
gross. I can't do
Yeah.
it. I get
Ruh-roh.
worse at it every time. Like I try really hard and I get worse every time. The harder I try to do that voice, the worse it gets. So
No, that's so good. Okay, hold on. We just jumped right into hanging out and party time. Do you want to
Yes.
tell people who you are? Or
Oh yeah.
no.
I don't know. I guess we can. We're Wheel Takes Podcast. We're like them, but we're American and we're farther behind.
Yeah.
So
And
basically-
blonder.
and blonder.
And blonder.
Yeah.
True.
If the
True.
printer ran out of toner at the very
That's
end.
my
You
favorite.
can't-
That's my
That's
favorite
us.
joke from the beginning.
Yeah.
I love it.
You can't
I love
tell, but I went back to blonde.
She did.
You can't tell by this lighting, but I
No.
did. I
The
did do
lighting
that
here is
Okay.
orange.
for
so-
my sister's wedding. She
Oh,
wanted,
you dropped the red.
yeah, she told me she would pay for it if I went back. So I was like, okay,
Mm.
if you'll pay for it for your wedding, I'll do it.
Yeah, because I'm sure it wasn't easy, actually.
No, so it's still a little red, which is why it kind of looks like
It's
this
like
in this lighting.
strawberry, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like starting to. It's a process. You have to go to like at least twice.
Right.
And
All right,
that
awesome.
is not
Koala
cheap.
said I just popped your
Hey, you
Oh,
popped
thank
our Apple
you.
up in the
Podcast.
chat.
That's so nice.
Love
Yeah,
it
we
in
have to
there.
figure out what our Jordan Con costumes will be for
We do, we
next
gotta
year.
do that.
Ooh.
Figure it out. I
Yeah,
have an
because
idea.
Allie and I, Allie Critter XD and I were in
Oh, you
this
did
In the
that.
costume
Yes,
contest.
that
this
is.
is
so
the
fun.
one.
The winning.
I noted
The
that,
winning
yeah.
costume.
The winning.
the fan
Yeah.
favorite.
Fan favorite award.
That's true. That's true. Oh, yep.
Danny got the ribbon.
I got it. Can you see?
Oh. We put on a
People's
show.
choice. People's choice, baby.
Mhm. Now,
We
I don't
were
want to
no
say
one
that it was
else's choice.
completely because of Gus and I in the audience cheering really loudly.
We did cheer
because
Yeah.
real hard.
We did, and I
were
think it was
very
based on
excited for you
cheering,
two-
so-
for you three.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
We had husbands in the audience. And Critter
You know-
was also in the audience.
was.
So
It's also probably because of my splits.
it definitely
Impressed
was,
everybody. They were like,
It
"Whoa!"
did. It
And that
was,
was the last-
really
That was 6 months ago, and that's the last time I did this.
You broke them out
Never
when you
again.
needed to.
they came when they needed
Thank
to.
you.
And the sleight of
Thank you.
hand with the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was
They
so
had a
good.
whole skit.
It
If
was
you
a
didn't
whole
see it,
skit.
it
think
was
it's
10
online
seconds long.
somewhere.
It's online
Might be.
somewhere.
You
It
can find it.
absolutely
It
is.
was fun.
Okay,
It was fun.
we were just answering the question because we're in our Q&A, by the way. That's
Right.
actually what we're doing
Oh,
tonight.
sorry.
No, I'm just letting you know because I want you to answer some questions with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because
chill.
we were answering the question, what are you reading or watching right now that's not Wheel of Time?
Right.
Ooh.
Well, we can talk about
Got
reading.
anything?
I'm reading like 7 books right
Yeah,
now
Allie's
by
reading
accident.
a lot of books.
Ooh,
So
Okay,
I
go.
usually like to read 2, and then I have. So we've got obviously Ballad of Songbirds and Stakes for the podcast.
It's our
We
B
have
series
Knife
right
of
now.
Dreams for the podcast. Oh, but that's Wheel Time.
That's
And
Wheel Time,
then
not Wheel.
Ruins of Ombre for my other podcast that I do with Brie and Aradia. That's Hot Nuance Book Club, which you can also check
Right.
out. Then I've got An Immense World by Ed Young, which is all
Young.
about like
Young.
Young. Is it Young?
It's young. You've been
I
saying young this
didn't
whole time, and I keep
know.
on correcting it.
Are
to
you please
every
correct me.
time Gus is like eyes
Yeah, Ed
twitching.
Young. Ed Young.
Yeah. It's one of those marriage things. I just never pronounce his name correctly.
Because you bring it up on the podcast every week, and I go, "Yes, by Ed Young," and you go, "Yeah, Ed Young."
I don't listen to
It's
you.
good. It's more fun that way.
It's like, no, Gus is saying it wrong. You're the one saying it wrong.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
So you're
This might be an
definitely right.
elaborate
So by
prank.
Ed Young, which is about like how animals perceive our world and how that's different than us, and it's really interesting. There's like a cool
Cool.
animal fact. every
Sounds
page.
so weird and cool.
It's really
is.
weird and cool. And then I just learned that naked mole rats aren't sensitive to most acids.
Oh, good. Okay.
If you want to know
Who
more,
found that out? Who figured
Ed
that
Young
one out?
did.
Well,
apparently.
Sensory
Animal testing,
scientists.
probably.
Anyway,
Yeah,
animal
He
animal
found the
testing.
research.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
He didn't do the research. He found other. Yeah.
And-
it's yeah.
and they can survive oxygen deprivation for like a weird amount of time
Well, like
they-
naked mole rats?
Naked
You're
mole
on
rats.
still?
yeah,
okay,
like Ron Stoppable. Oh,
We're
I can't say it.
unstoppable. I was gonna say, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Naked Mole.
animation. You can talk about that.
Oh,
'cause
I
it's
can't talk about animation. I forgot.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Because
reading.
we have to do the weird shit because we're in the
Yep.
industry. So
That's
I
cool. That's
understand.
cool.
I'm reading
Even a show from like 20 years ago.
yeah,
because
All right.
streaming.
yeah. Don't worry. It's just us.
Uh,
Don't
That's
worry
fine.
about
But
yeah.
so then there's
I wish I understood it.
It
Then
doesn't make a lot of
there's
sense.
then there's a book that I'm reading for this pilot that I'm writing about this woman who went and taught in North Korea. That's a really cool one. It's called Without You There Is No Us. And then I'm reading Fourth Wing, which is so much fun. And of course, I've saved the best for last. I'm reading Kit Rocha's Consort of Fire advanced reader copy.
Yeah, if you've
Whoa, that sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay.
you've heard of people throwing around the phrase "horny dragon book" on Twitter, it's this. Comes out next month.
You
Real good.
told me about this the last time we saw each other, I think.
It's really,
Really
good,
good.
Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
Okay,
good.
because I just finished.
Speedy.
I finished the 5th Percy Jackson book.
Oh, nice.
I didn't read Percy Jackson ever, and so I'm just like reading that now because the show's coming out. Oh no, sorry.
We can acknowledge it. Yeah, but yes, it is.
Okay, that's fine. See, I'm not used to
It's
censor.
fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, don't
But
be.
anyways, I read
It's your
those. I'm
show.
reading those books, and they were good. They're great. I'm convinced that's the YA novel we all should have been reading.
Yeah, I loved those.
In the
I read
first place.
those. Yeah, I read those.
And the
after
author
they came out.
Isn't
Yeah, he's cool.
controversial.
No, he's
He
great.
is actively cool.
actively a really
Actively
dude.
cool, right?
He's
I know.
really
I
exciting, and I
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
him to
hired
stay
him.
that way.
Yeah.
Good dude. Apologizes for things that he like got wrong in 2005 and
No, man.
makes corrections and
That's crazy. Sounds wild.
inclusive and
Bananas.
Imagine,
yeah. Imagine
who would
that.
think?
imagine.
It was kind of like
Imagine
we-
that. And he was a teacher, so cool dude.
even better.
Very cool,
Cool
was
dude.
dude
kinda
all
like-
around.
We did Hunger Games. We just finished the Hunger Games.
Oh, so
and
good.
Right?
We spent
Okay.
a lot of time talking about because I had not read those as a kid.
Yeah, you
So we
haven't read
did a-
those either.
A flip
Oh my
flop.
god, they're so good.
You read the
They're
Hunger Games?
I
so
sure
good.
the heck did read the
Oh,
Hunger
I
Games.
didn't know that you did that.
I read it when we were in Mexico,
no.
like years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, long time ago.
But we were talking about how Suzanne Collins wrote those books and then just disappeared off the face of the earth and had
Okay.
no
Yeah,
opinions
she
about
cashed out.
anything. And then she showed up to write the prequel and then she disappeared. And then the strike started and she showed up on the picket lines and then she
Yeah.
disappeared again. And we're like,
Nice.
that's
You know, I can
that's-
respect that.
Yeah,
You
I
cash in, you
respect
cash
that.
out. You
yeah,
get
you're like, all right,
Exactly.
yeah,
No one
I
needs
have
to
no
hear
idea.
from you.
I have no
yeah.
idea what she
Like if
thinks
I
about
can do
anything.
one thing that just like sets me for life, you're never gonna hear from me again. Like I'm gone.
Exactly. I'm in the
I am
woods.
out of here.
I've got the woods. I've adopted 85 senior rescue dogs, and you'll
Right?
never hear from me
Yeah.
again. Exactly.
Brett, what are you reading?
85 senior rescue dogs. I love
Why
that.
are they all senior rescue dogs? That-
Because
that's
I
very-
love
Well,
them.
Well, because they don't
Yeah.
really get adopted.
Oh yeah, okay,
they
that's
don't
fair.
get adopted, and so I want them to
Right.
have like a place to play and be. And they can't.
ranch.
How far can they run, and how much trouble can they cost me? They're old.
Hardly anything.
Hardly any trouble.
Hardly any.
Wait,
I
I'm
could-
talking
I
about the
could
rescue
outrun
dogs. We're
them.
talking about Gus. What are
Yeah.
we talking about here?
I can't run very far either.
How much trouble can he go? It's really
How much trouble can you get into? I mean,
Yeah.
Give me an
Yeah.
ebook reader and I'm happy.
I'm the trouble.
Yeah.
I'm the problem.
It's you.
It is me.
Brett, what
You're
are you
the
reading?
problem. It's you.
Oh, and I mean, what a day for it to be for me to be the problem. Considering I believe 1989 dropped yesterday.
yeah.
Taylor's version.
Oh, did it?
Mhm. And I
I-
guess she's done some vaulted songs that no one's ever heard that are making people feel a lot of things about Harry Styles.
I can't believe
my
it. I
goodness.
can't
I know.
believe it.
Like I know.
I
It's
did
all
not
over
keep up to date with
TikTok.
popular culture.
No, you know nothing.
I'm just
Don't
seeing it from a
Should have
distance.
dressed up as Jon Snow.
Good.
Anyway, because he knows nothing. Okay, next question. You guys
Right.
ready? This is a
Right.
good one.
Yes.
Right.
This is about the books, but everybody, we're keeping it spoiler free up to Knife of Dreams.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Easy.
So, in the spirit of Halloween, what's the scariest moment in the series so far, and who's the scariest character?
Mm,
Ooh.
Oh, I have a quick answer to this.
you do.
Yeah,
Go.
I think the scariest moment up to this point is that chapter in either Shadow Rising or Fires of Heaven, where it's a Nynaeve POV, and she and Elaine are hanging out, talking about what they're going to do, minding their own business, and then everything gets weird, and Maggedion walks in and has
Oh,
these
yeah.
compulsion on them and asks them
Yeah.
all these very
Oh,
questions,
at the time though, I
walks
didn't
out.
even know that was scary.
oh man, well you
You know?
you freaked out when you were reading it.
I love
Oh.
Yeah,
Maggedion.
she was like, "What's going
Yeah.
on? What is happening? Why do they know what's going on?" And then they leave. She leaves, and they're like, "What? just happened. I don't know what just happened. And
Yeah,
now
it's
it's
like
I
that's
don't know
like
who
early
this
on
woman
where we
That's
don't really
very
know what
specific
compulsion
and
is.
very scary. You're right. Yeah.
For me, that's one of the scarier early bits. But
Yeah.
what do you think?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine also probably has to do with Mogedion, but more with like Brigida, that whole like
Yeah.
Oh,
ripped away scenario where she just so easily controls the situation and turns someone into like a toddler and like someone else into a horse or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And I don't know if that's accurate, but
it's
it just,
not, but it's like,
it's
well,
like,
you know,
I think she says like, I'm going to,
She
at one
tells
point-
Nynaeve she's going to turn her into a horse and ride her all
Yes.
over the place. And every time she falls asleep, she'll be her horse and she'll ride her. And it's very
yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrifying. It's like psychological thriller,
kind of
right.
hot.
terrifying. Well, okay, Allie.
It can be
I'm
both.
sorry, but
Mind that other guy.
Gideon is hot. Goth girls. Everybody's finally on board with me.
Okay, fine. But yeah, that I felt like that was really scary.
Okay.
that
okay.
was
I
very
feel like there's lots of scary though.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
it's tough. That's a tough question because like I'm also trying to think like what I like if there was a actual like I was scared reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scariest character. I think Mogedion might win.
Moggs is up there for sure.
I feel like scary in terms of like unsettling for me was Dumai's Wells. I found
Yes.
just so
Yeah.
unsettling.
I hated that. Yeah.
Yeah, that felt scary, but in a different way, where it's just like,
Right.
ugh, you know. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like super subtly like Tylen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, just the unsettling, creepy, scary.
Yeah.
I also, yeah, and I guess for me, the fly scene.
That's the other one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In,
That's
Great
in
Hunt.
terms of
Yeah.
like, more traditional horror. That
You know,
one's
and
creeping
that kind
out.
of makes me think too, because like Eye of the World is like when they're going down in Shadow Logoth in the books when they like go into the basement with Mordath, right?
Oh, that was scary.
It's like, and I was young when I read that. Like I was young. I was like in grade 7 or something when I read it for the first time. It's like, and I'm the kid who I couldn't read Goosebumps because it was too scary for me to read.
Neither.
Well, and our
Yeah.
kid right now can't even watch Frozen when the snow monster comes out.
You know,
So it's like
he's
now
doing
I know
good.
where
He
he
did a
gets
good
it
job,
from.
yeah. But it's me. Like I can't.
Yeah.
So like that scene, it's like pretty scary. It's like don't go into that's my general advice is like don't go into basements with people
Yeah.
you don't know. There's no reason to go
No.
into any basement.
No.
Usually
Although-
even with people you do know, there's almost
Ever.
no reason to go in the
Why
basement.
Yeah.
would we go in a basement? What is the?
Yeah.
I still, as an adult, do
Yeah.
not want to go anywhere in a basement, an attic.
Yeah, for even
Never.
like we've met each other in real life, and if you come over and the first thing I'm like, hey, you guys come into the basement with me,
That's great.
I'd be like,
no
You
man, like
You have
don't do it.
fun.
I'm not going to do that, Brett.
I'm
Three
good.
I'd be like, "You're
seconds in,
getting
like why are
killed."
we?
Yeah, I'd be like, what do you want with my husband in a basement?
What's in the basement that's so important? It's
Let's-
treasure. There's treasure down there.
Yeah, let's stand at the top of the stairs and talk to you while you go get that treasure.
Right.
You
How
have
about
fun down there. Ta ta.
You get it. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And piggybacking off of that, I actually have to amend my statement. And Patton Fane
Patton
is
Fane's pretty
definitely
scary.
Oh
scary.
yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Scariest
pretty
character, most formidable villain, because you have no idea what the hell is happening with that guy ever.
No, yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's licking knives and
Yeah,
the,
he is a knife
the
licker.
knife
He's
licking.
He's nailing
alone.
like fades to
The
doors.
walls and stuff. Yeah.
It's not right. It's not right with
Yeah.
that guy.
Trying to
Oh,
think of
there's
other-
definitely the flies, the flicker.
I will say to this point, the ghosts not scary.
Not scary.
How
well,
dare
we had
you.
this conversation not too long ago, actually, about how the ghosts are also confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ghosts
They're not
are
like they're not the type of ghosts who like know what's going on.
No,
just
they're
like
the ghosts who are like, "What am I doing here?"
We just-
Where am
What's
I?
going on?
We just
Yeah.
recorded a discussion on the chapter 2 of Knife of Dreams is where Elida is like, why is the city gross? And Tarna says, because nobody's leaving their house to clean because there's ghosts everywhere. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right.
but they don't do anything. They're just
Yeah.
there.
I would not fuck with the ghosts either.
I wouldn't
wouldn't.
either, but I don't know,
No,
man.
it's a scary thing. And my whole thing was when we first got introduced to the ghost,
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, this better be important. Like these ghosts better matter because if they just like carry on sort of sprinkled through and then nothing
Or if there was like one ghost
if it
scene and then
means
it's like
nothing,
no
I'll be like so angry. I was like,
I
these
don't know,
ghosts
man.
better be so freaking important.
yeah.
I don't know.
That better be some
We're gonna have
scary
to
ass
find out.
ghosts. Otherwise, I
better
don't want this
do-
Scooby
They better
Doo
mean
nonsense.
something big, right? Like, ugh,
Ooh,
yeah.
another one. The
Oh,
bubble
Foxy.
of Weevil. Oh, bubble. Not the bubbles of Weevils.
Bubble of Weevils.
I've been
That's what
calling
we
it the
call them
bubbles of
now.
Weevil and
Yeah.
Oh, the Weevils. We've been calling them evil Weevils.
the evil Weevils.
Evil
Yes.
Weevils, yeah.
But the bubble of evil with the mirrors and the like Rand and Barrelay.
Oh,
That
yeah,
one was
yeah, yeah.
creepy.
Rand's
Oh
reflection
yeah,
in the
yeah,
color.
yep. Yep.
That
That one-
whole
that one
early
was
early
creepy.
Shadow Rising.
There
all
was
those
some
bubbles.
crazy stuff going on. Crazy
Yeah.
things happening.
Oh,
The weapons attacking, Perrin's axe
The
trying
deck
to kill
of
him.
cards,
deck
like the
cards
deck of
coming to
cards,
life,
people
yeah.
coming alive and like
Oh, I
you
do.
know?
I have a question.
so much crazy stuff.
From the Discord, our Discord Q&A channel that says from Light Blinded Fool that says, given that it's Halloween, what are Danny's predictions on how the ghosts and spooky changing of corridors and bubbles of evil will affect things as we move forward towards the last battle? Will any new spooky things start happening? Will the existing ghosts, it's like GG, it's
Yeah.
written that way,
ghost.
play more of a role? So I think,
Okay.
yeah,
Good question.
you're
Good
right.
question.
Light Blinded Fool, it's a good time for that question now.
Okay.
Well, I know, so I'm not gonna
Well, yeah.
It's
I
like-
feel like that's a
Yeah,
question for me and you,
uh,
Danny. Do you
Yeah.
think that they're gonna matter?
I think definitely more spooky things are going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe more spooky monsters.
Okay.
to
what
me-
does that mean?
Kind of monsters.
Well,
Like
let's-
like more shadow spawn
Well,
type
we've
stuff?
got
or-
the golem, right? We've got
I think the golem should play a bigger role than he's currently playing.
Yeah,
Like, that's
I
a
need him to
really
start
scary
ripping more
guy.
people.
Yeah.
A really scary guy with a crazy talent.
What
I'm
if-
like,
what
why-
if the ghosts
where's
are
that-
just a bunch of
where's
white
that
people
guy?
in masks? Isn't that the whole
That's
thing
scary.
on in Scooby Doo? It's always like
Yeah,
the
there's
rich,
just a bunch of
Oh,
white
it's
people
people
in
they
it's
that.
a rich
know.
guy they know. Sorry, I interrupted.
Well, so we got the golem, we've got the mudmen. Who are they? The scary mudmen. Or is
What?
that the golem?
Yeah, like
Oh, the
golem?
guy who
No,
can crack in the
no,
voice?
she's talking
Oh
about
no,
like those.
I'm
actual
talking about the
golem.
ones in the guy. Is in
Mm.
hell. What is
In the
Oh,
place
like
where
with
they do the
Bakandar, yeah.
they do the
Forgers in
forging.
Bakandar.
the foragers?
yeah.
They're scary. I found them
Yeah.
kind of scary. That scene was unsettling and scary.
yeah.
The
Lord of Chaos prologue.
frick,
Yeah.
the gray men, the Trollocs,
The gray men.
Fae.
Oh yeah, what happened to those guys?
They're super
Where are they?
ineffective.
Yeah,
they're-
well, against our like Taviran crew,
Yeah.
gray men aren't just gonna come like stab you. Like,
Yeah.
sorry
I get it,
guys,
they're all couple
plot
times.
armor.
Yeah.
and the yeah, exactly.
You can't notice them
Maybe
unless you
Drakkar.
do.
Like, why are we
Drakkar
not?
went
Why do we
away.
not have those guys flying around anymore?
Kill a
No,
bunch of
where
them.
are the
Where'd they go?
hot? Where are the hot vampire dudes?
Yeah. Now I'm concerned that
Are
you're
they
calling them
hot?
hot because
Yeah.
Aren't they
at
hot?
no point.
At no point have they been described as hot.
Or,
Yeah,
attr-
it's like
or
those
attractive in any way.
those
Yeah,
blood
not
red lips,
Really.
looking like a bat or something.
Listen,
Yeah, they
Who
look
knows
more
what
like
Allie's
the-
into?
Yeah,
we
I
all
know,
have
it's
our
a clown
different
emoji.
headcanons.
No,
Yeah.
no, Allie, no.
Not that
We
I've
don't
heard
see the
of.
Drakkars. How do they
It's
lure?
not like Zac Efron's trying to
Magic.
seduce you here. It's like a vampire monster.
Well, I guess that's the only way I could justify why everyone acts so stupid around them.
Okay,
It's
can
magic.
I?
It's an
Okay, hold
aura
on.
of your.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
Yesterday, my Facebook memory was my status from 2008,
Oh,
and
this
I
is gonna be
said,
good.
you know, like my name is in love with Zac Efron. That was
Still
my
applies-
status.
still applies
That
today.
Facebook told me yesterday from 2008. So I just thought everybody
Yeah.
should know that's where my head was at in 2008. Yesterday,
If it makes you
Yeah.
feel better, in college,
in love with Zac Efron.
you were in love. If it
And
makes you
in
feel
love.
Still is in love. That's
like-
good. Yeah.
in college, my friend went back through our old Facebook statuses and would just regularly comment on them, like once from years and years ago.
Nice.
And he found
Yeah.
one that was for me, and it was Allie is Breaking Dawn is the shit.
Nice. Now that means it was good, right? Just to like.
Hey,
Is
yes.
the
It was
Yeah.
the shit.
I love
Right.
that.
So the vampires, I guess it's long running. It's a
Yes.
long running vampire thing.
Yeah, there's several comments in here about them being sparkly.
Mhm.
Will the vampires in Wheel of Time be sparkly?
God, I hope so. It's
Me
the
too,
skin
yeah,
of a
it's the best
killer,
part.
Bella.
The best part.
I'm concerned that we're not going to get any of Drakkar. I don't think we are. Anyways,
In the okay.
in the show,
The
I don't know.
show? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Mhm,
I could
mhm.
see
We're
that
gonna
being
we're
a
gonna
cut.
limit it.
I think
I would love to, but I also understand like the like budgetary constraints of like making like a dozen different shadows. Like I get it. Let's take a couple and stick with them, and it's
I
like
think-
cool.
It
Yeah.
depends on whether or not, and I'll try to lean towards talking about books. Depends on whether or not they do anything particularly specific and exciting in the books or
That's
otherwise.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not referencing anything. I'm just steering it towards book talk. That's all.
That's
But I
fair.
agree, Danny. I want the ghosts to matter.
Oh, the ghosts matter, and what other spooky things could happen? Because I mean, like we had crazy spooky things where it was like mirror people were fighting around, and the cards came alive.
Yeah, we haven't
and the
had that.
axe. Where's your axe? The axe came alive.
Because
Oh,
I'm
nice.
parent, I have an axe.
Yeah, you gotta have one.
Duh. And a hammer.
And a hammer. I showed him. the
Where's your hammer? Oh,
It's a hammer.
oh yeah.
Oh, it's like a
My-
hammer too.
Oh yeah, Darkhounds. You guys remember the 9 million Darkhounds in the Crossroads of Twilight prologue who
Totally.
were going somewhere else?
Totally. They were on a mission. It just didn't concern Perrin. What's so hard to understand about that?
I love that part.
No,
so
we
much.
didn't know what we didn't
still-
find out what the mission was. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
What
matter.
does that
It
have to
was
do with
just
anything?
scary at the time.
Yeah. And then
If that
Missouri
doesn't
is
come
like, oh,
into
I know
play-
lots about Darkhounds.
I
Here
think
you go.
other spooky things. I want more inanimate objects to come
Yeah.
alive.
Ooh, yeah.
But in like, kind of like, how these ghosts don't actually hurt anyone. It's just kind of like, ooh, this is weird.
Yeah.
I want like Beauty and the Beast style inanimate objects coming alive.
I like it.
Like I want like the teacup talking to Elaine
Okay.
and she like
Mrs.
thinks she's
Tot.
going crazy. Like that kind of thing I think would be very funny.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes, "No, you're just pregnant." And she's
Yeah.
like,
Here, drink this goat milk. You'll
Yeah,
be fine.
It's healthy.
okay, I've never been pregnant, right?
Mhm, I have.
But if so, I'm asking you,
Yeah.
if someone told you like you're gonna drink this weak ass broth, and their head's getting ripped off,
Don't tell me
Absolutely not.
what to do with my body. Thank you very much.
especially not when
Thank
it's
you.
growing a person, a whole
Yeah.
person. You try growing a person.
Yeah, and also don't drink unpasteurized goat milk. That's
Yeah,
actually
don't do
not
that.
We
healthy.
tried to
actually
do a
really
little bit
bad.
of research, and like, I don't think
But-
it's good advice.
Yeah.
Like,
Of
I
all
don't
the
know.
things, that people tell you not to
Shouldn't do it.
That's-
no
That's like a
unpasteurized
specific
dairy.
don't do it. That's not even
Don't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like,
actually
you can't even
bad
buy
pregnancy
unpasteurized
advice.
milk in Canada and US, I'm pretty sure. So like
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
yeah.
No. Well, like
Mm-hmm.
if you go to like a farm, you can
Sure.
get it.
To
Get
be
it under
fair,
the
I could
table.
try to milk a cow and then I could get my unpasteurized milk.
I've milked a goat before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, there was a whole Schitt's Creek episode, right, where they were
What? What's
I
that?
never
That sounds like
watched that.
some piece of media I've never heard of.
Well, if there were a show called that, they might have had a whole episode where they were dealing unpasteurized milk,
It did happen.
and they
They're
got
so
pulled
fast with
over.
their sound effects.
That was fast.
We got a board. It's great. I
Oh
like
yeah,
this.
we
That's
have
fun.
we have a board
Full
because
soundboard.
Gus's. Can I tell this story?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I can tell it because
You tell the story. You tell the story.
My boss's boss's boss decided he wanted to start a podcast and spent a ridiculous amount of money on equipment. And
Oh, before
then,
he even did it.
oh yeah, I had no idea what he was doing. Didn't
Yeah,
consult with.
But I need the
IT.
equipment. I need the sound. I need the soundboard. I need the
That's
soundboard.
the opposite of what we did.
Awooga.
He bought all this stuff. He bought an interface. He
I have our
bought
first microphone that we bought
cables.
right here.
Oh, it's beautiful. He bought these mics. He bought all this stuff, and then
Yeah.
realized that he didn't understand what an XLR cable was, or
Mm,
what a USB-C cable was, or honestly, what a power cable was.
what a
Um,
podcast was. Yeah.
And so
get
then
it.
he went to IT, and IT was like, "How about we get you some Blue Yetis?" But he waited like 6 months to go to IT about this. So then we got him Blue Yetis, which are very good microphones. They're perfectly
Sure.
serviceable. They're USB. They're like $100
Mhm.
bucks. And it's great. And
They'll do
it
the
was
job.
it was past the return point for any of this other stuff. And we didn't have storage space for it. So my boss was like, "Would you like to store these things at your home And I said, "Will you ever need me to give
I
them
will
back?"
take on that burden.
And he
Right.
said, "I will not need you to give them back. You may hold on to them indefinitely." And I went, "Okay, yeah, I will gladly store them at my
Wow.
home." So that's why we have any of this stuff.
Yeah, that's why
I
we
was
have
gonna
these,
say you actually look very professional.
Yeah, that's
I'm
only
very impressed.
because my boss's boss's boss wanted to start a podcast. Has still not actually done that.
Spent a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that's a
we're
lot of
black.
money on equipment.
Yeah,
Holy
it's
moly.
like our
Yeah.
latest upgrade was this guy.
Oh, heck
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
That's
the
beautiful.
That was our latest one. But it's not like the real fancy one. It's like the medium fancy one, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm,
Hold on,
mhm.
we're
But like
blurry.
one at
I'm
a
gonna fix
time
that.
here, guys. One at
We
a time.
are?
And, like the next purchase is like a computer that works. It doesn't like die if it's
Yeah.
not plugged in.
Yeah.
I
This
feel that.
computer will die if it's not plugged in. And it also won't operate very well if the battery is low and then you plug it in
Because it
because
can't
it
charge.
can't
Yeah,
charge and run programming at the same time.
it doesn't work.
So we'll drop
Doesn't.
that Patreon link in the chat.
Yeah.
Why is it when I
Right?
sit down we get blurry?
Are you enjoying the Halloween party? Probably
Keeping it-
everybody in here is already a patron.
What did you do?
When I'm
It
here,
was
there we go. Now
fine.
it's better.
It was
Okay.
fine, and then you fucked.
I make the camera blurry by being in the shot.
Yeah.
It's because it can't handle how attractive you are, my darling. Like, you just can't
Yeah.
handle it.
Hey,
I agree. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't want this to sound weird, but like what I'm most excited about Jordan Con. Okay, I'm gonna say it's like
Seeing
my
me.
top 3.
no, don't be weird.
The
I'm most
chicken
excited
wings.
to see you.
Oh,
The chicken wings.
You
I
know,
have
did-
dreams about those
Did
chicken
you
wings
know
still
that
at the
restaurants
restaurant.
change their menus though?
I hope they don't.
They're not going
I
to get
hope
rid
they
of wings.
No, they won't get rid
They're
of
a
it.
hotel bar. They're not going to get rid of wings.
People would riot.
No,
They
Holy
might
moly.
change their like recipe thinking that like, ooh, we're smart.
they might.
Yeah.
They like people, restaurants are always getting rid of stuff I really like.
Yeah.
You know what?
They're always doing that to me.
It's
I
like
have
the
all
food
these
in America
feelings.
is just so much bigger and
And-
like
oh, it's crazy.
so
It is really big.
oh, it's crazy. Like
it's
it's
very big.
I have these feelings. I want, because when I find a shirt I like, I want it in every color, and then when it wears out, I want it again. And I just
Yeah.
I want a store that sells all of the things I like, and that's it. And
Yeah.
I can go,
Like,
and
why
I
is
can-
that so much?
and they don't
to ask for?
change. Yeah, they don't change what they have. It's
Mhm.
just the same thing. And I'm like, but I know it looks good. I know the quality is good. I know there's no weird tags making me itchy.
Yeah.
And I just want
I
that.
will
And then
wear
I
this
want
till I die.
I will
That's
wear
it.
Yeah.
these same 4 things till I die. Yeah, I will not
That's me with
experiment.
shoes.
Yeah, that's how I feel. And then I feel that there also should be a restaurant where it's like, we will not change anything about this. It will be the same for 50 years.
Good.
And you will know exactly what you're getting every time. That's what
Great.
I want.
I have been
Oh,
cycling
this
through.
is here's the question. What style wings?
Oh man, they were like the Thai, like the sweet
Mhm.
chili
They
Thai.
were super
I
good.
love that.
Yeah.
I also,
oh,
I
man,
think a
they're
lot,
so
Brett,
good. They were like big and freaking.
they were
they
really
were
huge.
amazing. Yeah.
And I think a lot, Brett, and I think you'll agree with me on this, about the hotel's broccolini as well. I think a
Yeah,
lot of
Brett
vegetarians
loves
about it.
broccoli.
Fucking hate
Brett loves
It's the
broccolini.
worst. You know what? And I love vegetables, and I like almost broccolini is the like I will eat literally, pretty sure literally anything else.
I'll never
Yeah, why do
forget
you
you
hate
ranting.
broccoli?
Anything.
You're so weird.
Like I feel like I'm pretty, I'll eat a lot of things. Like I'm not weird. I was like, oh, I'll only eat like fucking ham sandwiches or something like that,
No, you're not like that. It's
But
just
like broccolini is
It's-
the
it's
one
like a
thing.
little
it's
bitter,
the
I
worst.
guess.
It's the worst.
Yeah,
Terrible.
you went on this whole rant where you were like, "Oh, do I want broccoli but worse?"
Yeah.
It's like, do I want broccoli?
Was that after
or,
like 7 whiskeys?
It looks like
perchance?
asparagus, but it doesn't taste good like asparagus.
I couldn't
It's called
fucking breathe.
broccoli, but it's not good like broccoli.
I
Like,
like
what are we doing?
I think it's good.
I couldn't fucking breathe. You were so mad about
Really adamantly.
I was eating
anti-broccoli.
broccolini in front of Brett, and
Don't-
Brett went on a
Don't get Brett
rant.
heated about broccolini after 7 whiskeys. You can't do it.
Yeah, but Brett, I'm with you. I'll order those wings with you the second we get there.
It's the only thing I'm eating.
We'll
It's
go
like-
straight
it's
to
not in my
the.
mouth.
We'll go straight in and be like, "All right, I want your wings."
Yeah.
Stat.
Like I don't even want to see anybody
I'm gonna
until the
bring
wings are
I'm
ordered.
gonna bring
Yeah.
another suitcase and then pack my suitcase full of
I
wings.
I don't
to
think
bring
you
them
can
home.
do that.
Well,
Don't come
they
up to
only allowed
us.
it to get you right.
She froze it.
If we're
somehow.
eating wings, don't come up to us. We're busy.
Don't even fucking talk to me.
Just be like, hey Brett, are those wings? And he'll be like, yes.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Don't talk to me when I'm eating the wing.
Yeah, that's so funny because you only got them the
Mm.
once.
Yeah, I
Didn't
think I
you?
only got him one. Oh, I
Yeah.
got him. No,
Oh, did
It
you?
made a
I don't know.
lasting impression.
maybe.
Okay. Hey guys.
Give us another, you another question.
Yeah, we got a question here.
I don't make wrong predictions.
From Gabby Young on Patreon. What's your favorite wrong prediction you've made so far? And Allie, please feel free to partake in this question.
Yeah, I have one
Simple.
that's kind of the like one everyone talks about, which is that I thought Leandrin wasn't a bad guy.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I was
Okay,
really
bad
shocked.
prediction.
Okay.
That was
more
a
partial-
bad
That was a
prediction.
bad
I'm
prediction.
more partial to Gareth
wait.
Brashamael.
Oh, and yeah, I did think. Well, okay, I will argue that wasn't necessarily wrong because I
It
was
was
like,
objectively incorrect.
if I
I have a problem.
That was from a
okay,
while ago, though.
But
That
yeah.
was a lot of books ago.
This is a
Yeah.
prediction board.
ooh,
Look
we
at
need one
it.
of those.
Okay. This was for the cleansing.
Beautiful.
This was how many predictions were revealed during the one chapter.
yeah,
for the
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we have a board. Okay. This was
so
the
into this.
right, and people were really mad that my correct predictions were on the left. And then
Eh.
I was like, I don't know, guys. Okay, so wrong. Oh, Taim is Demandred.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
the
That's a good
one. I was very, very sure about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also said Galena's dead.
Yeah.
I was very wrong about that.
Eh.
That's about that. But then my favorite probably is from book one. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I really thought that Patton Fane was dead
Yeah.
under his peddler's wagon
That was the best.
Oh.
after
it's
the
like
Trolloc
it was
attack.
like the wagon was overturned. We are like, where did everyone get off to? And then you were like adamant. It's like, and it was really early on. It was like chapter like 4 or 5.
No. The Trolloc attack's
7,
like
11.
chapter
It's really early.
6 or something
Yeah,
like that.
5. I think
Yeah.
is when it.
5 and
I
6
think.
or
I could be
something.
wrong.
And then
You were just like over this one
no.
guy is just dead
I was
under
just
the
like,
wagon.
yeah, because it was like the peddler's wagon's overturned and everyone's kind of crowding around it. And I was like, oh my God, he's dead under there. And Brett was like,
Why?
What?
Why?
I also really thought I was so sketched out by Tom.
Oh yeah.
I
You
was
got
like-
a flip flop. Yeah.
I for sure Tom's a bad guy.
Tom's evil.
But
And
that
you're
was like
See,
right at the beginning.
Tom-
I'm
Tom's evil
positive
and-
he and Moraine are falling in love. I'm positive about this.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm positive. But
Yeah.
but here's the thing. And I thought that from the minute they met, I was like, oh, Master Bard, like they're flirting.
I
and
know.
just
Oh,
because
yeah,
he knows
yeah.
Rena.
Ron, like,
Remember, we're on
giggling
chapter
and
2.
Yeah, and then all the notes and every I don't know.
Just remember,
They're,
we're on
like,
chapter 2. Sorry, just remember we're on chapter 2.
why?
Just saying
I know.
that.
Okay, but here's the thing. Gus was just reading me my rights about because I thought I had this whole thing where I was like Gareth Brashamael. I thought Gareth Bryn was a Shamael because I was like, if
Oh.
I'm a Forsaken, I'm gonna
Yeah.
buddy up to the like head people in charge to cause the most damage,
Totally.
right? So, which didn't necessarily end up being wrong as a strategy.
that part.
I was just wrong because I was like, oh, and I feel like for maximum surprise, they're going to be people that have kind of been there.
Right.
And I was like, well, Rand, when he fell over the wall, met Gareth Bryn, and we knew he was hooking up with the queen. So I was like, oh, it's got to be Gareth Bryn. So then I started calling him Gareth Brashamael because I was like,
Oh,
he
nice.
has
Oh,
no kids.
interesting.
Okay.
I
He
didn't. I
has no
never heard that
parents.
prediction of yours. That must have been so early on.
It
It was
early.
early on.
Oh.
And then I
And
was
then
I
right
kept
away,
calling
you're
him
like,
that.
oh,
Not that.
I was like,
Book
never
3, that
mind.
went out the window.
Yeah, that went out the window.
No, Gator Bait. Long live Tyman.
there was one that you had that was like super. It was really logical, and it had nothing to do with like the time Demandred thing. I can't remember what it was, but it was like really well thought. And it doesn't happen like, not to be like,
Yeah,
but like it was
rude,
like
but
factual
okay.
and like, well, because a lot of your pages are a little bit emotional where you're like, I feel like this, and like
Well, I
this
just
one you
take
like,
hard stances for no reason sometimes.
yeah,
It's
or
fine.
like you like,
Yeah, it's what you
Yeah,
gotta
it's
do.
way better
piece
if you
this
do.
together with like evidence, and you're. I just wish I remember what it was.
Yeah.
It was wrong. But I
You'll
was like,
remember it
that-
as soon
that's
as
a
we stop
really-
recording.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
I
your
thought.
favorite? Yeah, good.
Oh, can I say one more?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
please.
Olver was going to be the one to pull Talonvor from the Stone of
Talendor?
or not Talonvor,
Calendor.
Talendor
Look, he was
from the Stone of Tyr, because
that
I was
again,
like,
what?
Oliver.
I thought
Oh, like
Oliver
the little.
was going to get Kalendor from the
back
Stone of Tear
Oh,
back
okay.
because
Like a
I was
little like
like,
King Arthur
it's like the
style.
Sword in the Stone. And so I
That'd
was
be
like, so
cute.
a little kid whose name sounds like Arthur, obviously he's got to be the one,
Here's
right?
Allie over here sending a child into like a death trap. Like you in Allie's
There are
Oliver
no
gets
children.
eviscerated by the traps that Rand set around Kalendor.
Well, I
It's
thought
like
maybe he
poof,
learns
turn
to
dust.
channel. He's around the right age, right?
No,
No, he's not. Whatever.
Well, no.
he's a little.
No.
That's good. That's actually really
Can
cute.
I
I like that.
say my prediction about Oliver that was wrong?
Well, it's only wrong because like it doesn't make sense.
Here, hold on, wait. She can take the
Yeah.
headphones off, and I'll tell you whether or not we can talk about it.
Oh, I'm just like was like he's Guidal Kane.
Oh, you can talk about that.
Yeah,
That's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back. What's up?
Okay, that's tricky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I was like pretty adamant. I was like trying to make it make sense that Oliver is actually Guidal Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Because
It
the whole
makes
like
sense.
he's an ugly little child.
Because
Yeah.
otherwise,
Well, and
Robert
Brigida has like
Jordan-
an affinity for him.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I was
But it's like the whole thing is like, and this was actually like a pretty big fan theory back in the day. But the whole issue is like, yes, time in Teleranra works weird, but it doesn't go backwards.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
time still flows forward. So
Yeah.
it's not as much as it's cool, doesn't work.
yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Anyway, I like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
it's good.
that
It's
prediction.
good. It's
No,
good.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
I
it
like
too.
when you get the fan theories. I like have been fan theories because it's like other people have thought.
Oh,
that
like
too.
Time Andred?
Yeah,
I had
yeah, it's like
a
there's lot
moment
more reason.
about Time Andred. I just wasn't sure. I was just kind of like back and
I
forth
really,
about it.
really locked onto that one to the point where we had a bet and I was going to get an ice cream cake if I was right.
There's a whole thing.
It was a
We
whole
have-
thing.
That's
I
devastating.
got an ice cream
have-
cake anyway.
I love that for you.
We have a couple predictions that are champagne, if you're right, predictions.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that Gus will just pop it the second I'm proven right.
Cool.
So,
I like that.
well,
It took
we
me a
just
long
have to
time for
have
me
it
to
on
get it.
hand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
We just have to
Yeah.
have it on hand at all times. just
Oh
in
no,
case.
I accidentally opened the
Whoops.
champagne bottle.
Oh
no,
shit,
no.
we opened it
Another one.
early. Shoot. Yeah.
that's funny.
I have a couple that I'm like, if I am wrong, it is Robert Jordan that is wrong. That's my feeling.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
But Time
here's
and Dread, they are described as looking the same. That's
They
the
are
thing that
described as
bothered
looking
me.
almost identical.
Oh
Because I
yeah,
think
there's
they're
a lot of
described as
issues.
Identical. I had heard. Can I say this?
I have no idea what you're going to say.
Probably you can probably say it.
You say anything to me.
You're behind her.
Well, I know that I'm behind her, but I
Hold on.
I gotta get my notebook now.
I know open predictions. Yeah.
I actually don't know. That's predicting what I have it. So this is a funny question because I don't actually know what I'm currently predicting. It's usually when it like comes to fruition, I'm like, oh, that was right, or oh, that was wrong. I don't
Yeah.
always like necessarily know, but this is my notebook. See, it says notes. That's how you can tell it's in my notebook.
Careful how far you're gonna go into this though.
Yeah, relax.
Okay, Brett, we're gonna
Brett-
message you.
No.
to
Brett,
ask
how
you if
do
it's
you
okay.
feel about discussing things from Robert Jordan's notes about what he may or may not have
Don't-
intended to
I
do?
don't. Truthfully, I don't like it. Truthfully, I don't like
Okay,
it.
we'll
Relax.
leave it. We'll not.
Only because of the fact that like it can get conflated for like reality
Oh,
and notes
yes.
aren't.
Would you like to
what the
know
book
my
is.
open prediction? My still, just
From
um.
okay, careful.
No, I feel
I don't
like
want you to
can-
ruin things for Allie.
Well, it's not ruining things. It's just like it's
We have
still
to have
up
a
in the air.
supervised friendship?
It's still up in the air. In the next 20
Supervised
chapters,
fun.
it doesn't get answered yet, right? Like that's
fine.
fine.
I don't have a problem with that.
Wait, Danny, are you wearing your jacket from our
Yeah.
costume? I
That's
didn't know-
literally my costume.
It's the whole costume, Allie.
I didn't even notice.
It's
Oh my
the whole thing.
Wait, I should go get mine.
Ooh,
It's somewhere in the
yeah, do it,
closet. I can go get it.
do it.
Give me
Yeah.
a minute.
Okay, except so my prediction that the Black Aja hunters in the tower are going to catch Alviarin.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an open prediction currently. That's
a good one. I want that to happen.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
My open prediction right now is that Alviarin kills Elida.
It is?
I like that.
Oh, I'm not
it was.
Lanfear. I'm Elaine at the circus.
Yeah.
Obviously. How did you not get that from the...
It's the
It's
white
such a
outfit.
well-known scene.
Yeah.
It's so well known. It's literally my favorite
Some
scene.
say it's the best Elaine scene in the book.
I
will
would.
give
I would
It's a
say
funny
that.
one.
I'll give Rafe $1,000. $1,000 to find a way to put the circus.
Like
in
imagine I'm walking on a tightrope right
Just
now.
kidding. I don't have $1,000.
This is
Perfect.
me.
I'll
on
do a
tightrope.
GoFundMe.
What's
That's
your
Yeah.
favorite? What's your favorite open prediction? Danny.
Are we allowed to share our open predictions?
Right. Are they not supposed to cross-pollinate?
Are we not? supposed
we
to
don't like
Rude.
cross pollination. We
Rude.
don't
You
like
cannot.
the
it.
It's
integrity
okay.
of the
It's up to you.
podcast.
Whatever, look, whatever you want. We're closing in on the end here, so
Yeah.
Hey, can I just know? Now, this is what we just get into. Can I just know your feelings about the end of Crossroads of Twilight and Egwene?
Getting captured.
Yeah,
I was screaming.
right.
I was so upset.
Infuriating.
I was
And
still
it's
am
like
not fully
in our
recovered.
characters, this book, can they just not get a win? I figured out why Crossroads of Twilight is not anyone's favorite, and it's because when you're cheering for your team and they keep losing and they lose every game the whole season, it feels bad.
And then
And
you're
that
like,
sucks.
how do we
And
get
that
Ryan
sucks.
Reynolds to come in and buy my team to
Right.
make them better?
Right.
It's like, I don't know. How do we
Right.
do that?
How do we do that? But that's what it feels like. That's what Crossroads of Twilight is. Nobody gets a win, not even like one. Every single character is on like a losing
Yeah.
path. That's what it feels like. And then when Egwene is like, I have a plan, I'm freaking doing it. We're like,
yes.
go. It's like Rocky on
Go.
the stairs, but then he trips and falls down the stairs.
And like
Oh
gets
my
paralyzed.
God.
And
It's so
it's done now.
dumb. It's so
like, God,
stupid,
no.
right? Like it's just
Yeah.
it's like,
Mhm.
no, can't we just
I-
get a freaking win? No.
I was screaming because
Well-
I was like, Gawain's gonna get her fucking killed, isn't he?
Alviarin gets
I
a
was
win.
so upset.
Kind of. That's
Alviarin
That's
gets
true. If
wins.
you're
She
cheering
don't
for
want
if
her
you're,
to have a
if you're
win,
on,
guys.
if Alviarin is your team, then
What
I guess
side
you
Wait,
win.
wait. Which team
I'm
are we cheering
side-
for? Don't we
I'm
want the
team
Force Awakens to
drama.
win?
I'm team. I want shit to
Team
happen in these
drama.
books. I'm team interesting character development.
That's true.
Yeah.
We both are
You
team
know,
chaos.
parents rose an axe away. That's
You
kind
know,
of
the dark one brings up some pretty good points that like
Yeah.
maybe we should just like, I'm just saying,
They have excellent child care, better child care than America.
We can't talk
Yeah,
about the show.
good health care. You live
I
forever.
wasn't talking
right?
about the show. You don't know if
Good.
I was talking about the show.
Sure. Okay. All right.
But yeah, I feel like I was just
You'll do another
screaming,
question.
Godwin's gonna get her killed. Oh my fucking God. And I was just like, no, God, no. She's gonna
Never
be beheaded.
underestimate stupidity, right? Like it's
Well, because I was screaming the whole time, like, I just want something to fucking happen. And then
Right.
I was like, no, not like this.
Right? Yeah. It's like, not this. That's not
I
what I
take it
wanted.
back.
Not like that.
But it's kind of like when Gus and I first watched. Gus had never seen The Sound of Music. I don't know if you two ever. It's
I
the
only know the-
oldest
yeah, no.
movie in the world,
Fine.
please. And I'm a writer, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
But
I
your
can't
rules.
talk, but you go ahead.
So yeah, you don't say anything when you don't contribute to this story. So we were watching The Sound of Music for Gus's first time and my 8,000th time because I've seen that movie 1,000 times. And Gus was like sitting there the whole first hour and a half of the movie going, okay, I don't want to sound awful, but like, when are the Nazis showing up? Because like, I know that the Nazis show up eventually. And he's like, I don't want to sound awful, but like, nothing's happening. They're just dancing around being happy children, which isn't the problem. Everyone had told me there are Nazis in this movie. Am I wrong? And he kept saying that for the whole 90 minutes. And I was like, just watch the movie. And then eventually they show up and he goes, oh God, no, go back to the happy children.
Right? Yeah. Because then it
Yeah.
sucks.
And that sucks. Yeah. And then they have to climb a mountain and everything.
Oh no! You know what?
Yeah.
I've never seen The Sound of Music.
Well, did you
nor
know
did I know what it was about.
the
and this
hills
is
are
gonna-
alive of the Von Trapp family?
Yeah, that doesn't help. Like I
Oh.
know that word.
Pat,
don't
I am
understand. No
dying to be there.
context.
Okay,
have no
we'll come a
context for
day
that, though.
early. We'll come a day earlier, stay a day late for JordanCon. Oh no, you've already got your flights. All right,
We're
We'll
gonna
fine.
watch-
we'll
Jordan,
snuggle in bed together and we'll
Watch
all
The
watch
Sound of
the
Music.
Sound of
Jordan-
Music.
JordanCon activity. When we need a break from all the socializing, we'll just go into someone's hotel room and watch the Sound of Music. When we need our introvert time, I
You
just
know,
demand
the
to
only
be there.
thing I actually remember when I think of the Sound of Music, didn't they do like a live action show or thing?
Yeah,
Or like a
they
live
did.
like play musical.
And Carrie Underwood played Maria.
That's
Yes,
right.
this did
That's the
happen.
one I saw. That's what I know
Yes.
about the Sound of Music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then I insist on being there because I've seen it
Okay.
1,000
Yeah.
times. I've seen it 1,000 times, and I would love to see you watch it
Yeah.
as revenge. You have to every 5 minutes we have to stop and have you give us a theory as to what's going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. We gotta
Okay.
give a shout out to
Dana Lou, imagine
Oh.
reading Egwene's capture and then having
it's
to
like
wait
literally that.
Oh, yeah,
years.
Because you
New
And
literally
Spring.
then New Spring
you
comes
got
out.
you got New
I
Spring
would
before it.
riot.
You got
I
Wayne Capture,
would-
then New Spring. That's why
God.
it's the slog for people. That's it. Because
Yeah,
it's like you're
well,
waiting and it's like that happens and you're like fucking Morgan Land backstory.
We had a long
And then-
discussion about why one may or may not perceive it as a slog when we were 5 hours into Crossroads.
My ADHD struggled a smidge through some
You know
of
what?
it.
You know what's really funny? When you do a chapter breakdown analysis of Crossroads, a lot of people don't necessarily care for the Elaine like storyline, like the plot
It
line.
was like 6 chapters.
it was
in a
like 5 or 6
row.
chapters in a row, but like that's basically
And I
all
was
it
reading like
is.
1 or 2 at a time because
Yeah.
we just kept doing it like normal. I was like, I'm not gonna let anyone cloud my judgment about this book. I'm gonna make my own.
But if you
decisions.
don't like the political maneuvering,
I was like, I'm a letter cloud.
I don't mind
Yeah.
I like the political maneuvering. I don't like David Hanlon. I don't like
Yeah.
David Hanlon, and I don't like the way they treat her while she's pregnant. I love the political maneuvering. Weirdly,
Yeah.
this time going through it, like I got really excited when they started doing Succession stuff because I think that's really cool. But then it would get interrupted by
I
like,
had a lot
here's
of
my
fun
creepy
like
body
watching the
count.
houses and like who's who and what's going
Yeah.
on.
I
'Cause
just
never
got
really
mad.
paid as much attention, but
I just got mad that there were 45,000 capable women serving in her guard. And she was like, I'm going to promote the creepy sexual harassment guy. I was like, no,
you know,
No.
there was a reason. I can't remember it, but there probably was a reason.
He saved
right?
your life
He
one
saved her
time.
life one
That's all
time.
it is. Like that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, it saved her
One
life.
time.
Yeah,
And in
but,
the
you know,
most obviously orchestrated, let me save your life to get close to you plot
he
ever.
threw a sword across the
He
room.
did do that. That was pretty cool.
He did. Which is
Yeah.
like you can't really plan for that all the time. Like that's pretty cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you had to have practiced, because if you try to throw a sword
Yeah.
and you haven't practiced,
I'm gonna be
You
a
wanted
David
to do
Hanlon
that
like
cool-
apologizer here.
no,
No, you're not.
Brett,
No,
no, absolutely, goddamn, no. Get out.
This is
No
actually
wings
why
for
he's
you.
not actually a bad guy.
I'm gonna give you
I'm
nothing
joking,
but
I'm joking.
I
broccolini
know.
for the whole
Yeah,
Jordan Con.
He's the broccolini of the Dark
He's the
Friends.
broccolini
He
of
really
Dark
is.
Friends.
He really
well,
is.
I don't know. His plan freaking worked. So
I
like,
needed to work.
I don't know.
I
He's
think it's
more
funny
effective
because
than many Forsaken.
now we're in Crossroads of Knife of Dreams, and it's like, yeah, we have people following him, but he keeps murdering them, and I'm like, guys, just fire them.
No. And then Elaine's like, no. I'll send another one.
Yeah,
No. I'll send
I'll send
another
another
one.
one.
And then
You know what
one more, I
Einstein said
swear.
about insanity, right?
It's like,
Einstein.
so 5 people
Yeah.
have followed this guy, and they're all dead.
Must
Seems
be
like a
some
winner.
slippery streets on the way to his house.
Yeah.
Banana
Well, now
peels
we know he's a
everywhere.
bad guy. So
Yeah.
let's just keep all
Let's
the
keep
spies here
No.
so we know they're spies. Good. Because they're just going
You
to be
know-
replaced by other spies we don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh my
Broccolini
god.
goes with mashed potatoes, though.
Elaine
I
is a
like
brain
broccoli.
trust.
Going in the garbage.
Right.
I like
No.
broccolini too.
I'm
We'll
really
eat your
needing about
broccolini,
it.
Brett. We'll eat that.
You can.
He's
That's
like,
funny.
I would never order something with it.
Yeah.
Allie.
If it says a side, even if it's the dish that I want, and broccolini's the side, not getting the dish.
Yeah.
It's just like,
All right. I have a question from
yeah.
Instagram.
okay.
And I'm actually curious for you guys too. Will you be continuing the podcast after you finished Wheel of Time? If yes, any hints on the next series? Well, you guys already are like dabbling with other
Yeah,
endeavors.
we've been dabbling.
We're not sure where we're gonna go after Wheel of Time though, because we kind of keep this thing going where we have the series that Gus has read and we have the series that Allie has read, and Allie has planned out the series that Allie has read for like ever. For like the next 5
really?
years, and I'm really excited
yeah.
about all of the shit I want to read it now, but I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do for Gus the Sarah J. Maas universe. So
don't even
she
know what that
wrote
is.
like A Court of Thorns and Roses,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
Throne of Glass, and Crescent City are her 3 series. And so we're gonna start with A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then do Throne of Glass, and then do Crescent City. And I think it's gonna be really fun.
Cool.
Yeah, and those
And
that's going to be a nice long.
that'll
chunk of
be
time.
that'll be several years of podcasts.
But then for my side of things, I'm not sure. I've kicked around maybe doing some Cosmere, maybe doing Anne Leckie's Ancillary trilogy, maybe doing the Broken Earth trilogy, maybe doing Malazan, because I think there's a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about in
Whoa.
Malazan.
We've talked about doing a reread
at some point. Yeah, not an
Yeah,
in-depth as in
that's
depth.
our biggest conversation, I think, too. Because realistically, the only thing that I've read a lot of that Brett hasn't is probably like the Sookie Stackhouse, like True Blood books.
Yeah.
I read all of those, but I'm in no way
Fun.
any sort of expert. Like we have talked.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm legitimately like probably as well versed in as Brett is Harry Potter, and I don't see us doing that.
Yeah.
But
Also, like one of the primary issues too is like Danny.
maybe like bonus or something, but anyway.
No, Danny could never be the spoiler-free part. She cannot keep. She is the worst. She's horrible. She's the worst. She's the worst at not spoiling things.
I would be okay. I would learn.
No, no, like immediately. We did because we read Jason Denzel's book, The Mystic Trilogy.
Yeah, Mystic. Yeah.
And like literally the first
And I was
thing,
ahead
I was
of
like,
him.
oh, I'm on like I just started book 2, and she's like, oh, are you at the part where this happens yet? I was like,
No,
I'm not. And she's like, oh no. And she did like 3 times. Just like it's just not gonna work.
it's not gonna
work.
it's not gonna happen. And I mean, like realistically, this is the only thing that works for what we do in terms of our dynamic. We might read, like you've done, like I've never read any Brandon Sanderson anything.
Yeah.
And you know that like relatively well.
Yeah, and I could become better. I just have to
Like
read it
maybe.
We've talked
But I
about
think you know what?
We've talked about that.
It's like a little self-serving and a little narcissistic, but I want to do a re-listen.
Yeah.
We've joked about
We've
that.
joked about
I
that
want
too.
to I want to do it. It'll be so funny.
Well,
Yeah.
because I thought what we could do is we do a reread, and then that week, whatever I'm reading, I listen to
listen
the
to your
podcast
podcast.
episode too, and
Yeah.
then I can like yell at him about all the things he got by me.
Yes.
And-
yeah. Like I think that would be really funny. That's like our top idea so far, probably.
It's really, it would be fun for us.
Yeah,
But like I
That
don't know.
would be
if
really fun.
Yeah.
I want to listen to your podcast.
Yeah, that'd be
too.
fun.
Oh,
You know what?
yeah.
And to
About
be
your
fair,
podcast.
once we're both done, we can cross-contaminate as much as
we
As
want.
much as we want. I'll be like, Danny, I was dying when you did this.
Don't care.
When you said that.
They'll be like, you idiot.
Do a cross-pollination of like, okay, this week you listen to yours, we listen to yours, and then
Yeah.
like let's
You'll
get
You'll
together
be like,
for it.
damn, Allie, get a life. Like there's some theories I have that are so like stupidly complicated.
Yeah.
Where I'm
I'll
gonna
probably
go
be yelling
full-
at me every time I say I don't care about
I feel like
I say that
yeah.
way too often.
No,
I'm
I
always
feel like there would be a lot of funny stuff too. It's like, oh, at this point in our lives. So, for example, we recorded a lot of the Dragon Reborn very quickly because you were
I was pregnant.
almost having the baby.
Mhm.
So it's like the last episode of the Dragon Reborn. It's like we didn't do a great job probably because like you are super pregnant
I was
and we are
tired.
rushing and we're
Yeah.
exhausted and it's like we're gonna have a baby in like any second now.
And we stacked up a bunch of episodes.
So that we could
so that we had like a
episodes,
month of episodes to release.
Because we're like, we're not going to want to do any book stuff once we have a new
And then
baby.
we started recording with like little baby Lila literally asleep on the couch while we were recording.
So it might be fun to like look at where we were in life.
She just turned 3. It was just her birthday.
She's 3 now.
Oh, that's so wild.
Yeah.
I feel like it's crazy. Like it's crazy thinking about where we were also at the start of the podcast, and then it becomes this weird time capsule of your life.
It is a little time capsule of our lives.
Because I remember doing stuff with like we did some recordings with you guys when you were like moving across the country and
when
God.
we were ahead because we were totally off the wall nuts for the first 3 books. We did book 1 in like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And then we did all this nonsense where we would do 5 episodes a week every other week for like 3 months. Just because it was COVID and we had nothing else to do.
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
We were so bored. And then and then I remember meeting you two because we ended up chatting. Like we had like one day together, and then we like stayed after and talked for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like
and then like
we just become best friends.
I was literally about to say the same thing. I was like, did we just become best friends with them? Like,
yeah. Shoot, just forever.
And that's why I'm like, one of the things I'm most excited about JordanCon is just seeing you.
Yeah.
And chicken wings. And chicken
wings.
That's up there as well. That's tough.
Yeah, except Allie, Kate, I'm down for a costume, but I do not want to do the contest again.
Well, it's just because it's not shade against the costume contest.
No, it was just like I don't have the patience for me personally.
You're such idiots.
You did. You kill like half of a day waiting in line.
It's not even that so much as like if it were something where like we had made the costumes.
Yeah,
right?
I know
like,
it was so embarrassing. Brett. You weren't even
it was really embarrassing. You were
so embarrassing. We had to like line up in front of the judges for pre-judging with all these people who are incredible.
Like
absolutely,
like, I worked the leather. I killed the cow that made the leather.
Incredible craftsmanship. And I was like, I hot glue gunned this sequence, and then you're like, I dyed my hair.
I dyed my hair for this, and I got our dresses on Shein.
Yeah, that's true. Because when they were doing the introductions, like, there's like 5,000 stitches in here. Yeah. And then
I tried to sell it. I was like, they hated us, and I don't blame them at all because I tried to sell it. First of all, I was late, and then I also was like, hey, I have like a content creation thing I have to leave, so I have to go first. And so they hated us for that, and then they hated us for the fact that we hadn't made our costumes. And I tried to sell it as best I could. I was like, I dyed my hair for this, which it was sort of true, sort of not true.
I was like, I burned my finger on the hot glue gun.
And then I was like, and we had to coordinate 2 different people finding the same dress, and we don't live in the same place.
And they're like, wow, you did? And you're like, yeah, Shane.
Shein. And meanwhile, we're hearing these people that are like, I tanned this leather myself. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. And
like,
then we have the audacity to win any award. I couldn't help but notice they left so bad.
And then we just like fucking ran out of there. And Critter was like, I spray painted this plastic bowl.
I felt so stupid. We felt so stupid. And then we're like, there's no way we're going to win anything.
We waited so long to stand there and tell them about our hot glue gun and spray paint. So embarrassing. At least we got a ribbon out of it, right?
Well, it was so funny because then we were like, well, we have to win. Our only chance of winning is audience favorite.
Our only redemption
we have
is
to do something. Yeah. So we sat there for like a while and we were like, we planned a skit. We were like, the skit is the only thing we have. We only have personality. We only have that.
So I put down a masking tape tightrope on the stage. They did like cartwheels on it, and then you guys had a whole act with the bow and the apple.
And you did the splits, and we were like, she's a mom.
It was and we're like, and we're in disguise. That's why our hair's different.
Yeah. And then I have the audacity. They tell us like how to walk, right? They're like, okay, you do this, you do that. So of course, with ADHD, I didn't hear a fucking word they said. So I go the wrong way too, and everything.
Oh my God. I forgot
then
how bad that was.
So, and then I was so sure, like, and then we won, and I was like, they hate us. They hate us.
No,
and then
they loved it. Was so great. They didn't have to give it to us because all the applause was like pretty similar.
And then what was hysterical was I think we were left off of the awards email.
Oh yeah, cool.
Which I don't blame them for.
Anyway, so costumes,
shitty.
yes. Contest, like not for us.
Maybe not our bag, but we ended on a high note.
I have a really stupid costume idea. Should I tell them about my really stupid costume idea?
Tell us about your
I have a
stupid
costume idea for this because I got a cloak at the auction and it's kind of like a villainy cloak. And
Oh,
I
I loved your cloak.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know about the auction until the end when you guys were like, look at our cloaks. I was like, what the fuck? I want a cloak. I want to know about this auction.
Next year.
I have enough stuff that I can kind of cobble together and stuff I've gotten from Ren Fair, so it looks like vaguely villainous. So what I want to do is paint a scar on my face, do a Samael costume, and carry around a stepladder. And anytime I find someone who's taller than me, throw the stepladder down, get on the stepladder, and go, take a picture, take a picture.
Although probably no one's taller than you.
There are people who are taller than
There
me.
are some shockingly tall people in this fandom.
Yeah.
That's
Nameless.
true. Okay.
But to be fair, Gus,
Nameless.
you are strangely tall.
Yeah.
I was
But
surprised.
that's the
are
thing.
strangely tall.
So is Samael, but he wishes he were
But
taller.
he wishes he were taller because
Not
he's
quite
there
as
in his
tall.
top.
For some reason, picture Samael as the Lorax.
I love
Oh,
that,
yeah,
and that
that's-
feels
yeah.
really correct.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Just imagine
I
like
love
Lawrence,
that.
but, like taller.
no, I
Yeah.
even picture him like literally like
Yeah.
Danny
Well,
DeVito.
How he pictures himself.
Mm,
God, what a
Mm.
ridiculous person.
What a
fair.
ridiculous person.
Ridiculous person.
I feel
love
like-
I
him
wish
so
it was a baller. I wish
I
it
wish it was a little
little
bit
bit
taller.
taller.
One of the
Yeah.
funnier running jokes is every time he uses Mirror of Mists on himself, he makes himself 2 inches taller.
It cracks me up
and
every
he's already
time.
over 6 foot.
It
It's
cracks
just
me
so
up
silly.
every time.
Yeah, the Leaf brothers are taller than me.
They are. They are.
They're
Oh,
really
especially
tall.
when they put their costume on.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Or
those
costume,
heads are
whatever it is.
tall.
Their puppet heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I'm sure they made with their own hands, unlike us heathens.
Don't think they got
Okay,
the-
Yeah.
speak for yourself. Have you? I don't know if you've seen.
I burned my finger for this.
sequin wasn't on this jacket originally.
But now it is. But
No.
now it is.
We were just making anything up.
And I did. I burned
Oh.
myself really bad.
Oh, and the best part was I stole that apple from the buffet.
You
And
did.
then
Yeah.
and they were like,
And they were like, you
I was
can't
like,
do
I
that,
took
man.
this from the buffet and they almost didn't let me do it. And then I
Yeah.
snuck it out. So, I mean, I
Good,
thieved
good.
for this.
Yeah, I hot glue gunned it. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my
that's what I
God.
did. That's how I'm sparkly for the circus.
Yeah. She burned that finger.
My pants are pretty sparkly.
They are.
I
You know
don't
how
if
many?
can
You know how
tell.
many pairs of pants she ordered online?
3.
Well, I believe we also
How
brought
many?
that up as well.
I was like, I had to.
I
Find
had
the
to
right-
return so many Amazon
And we were just
packages.
getting so many
It was
of
like
them.
every other week. I was just returning packages. It's crazy.
Jeff
Crazy.
Bezos
God,
is
I
like, what's
forgot.
going
This
on
is-
in Canada?
This
Yeah.
is my favorite. This is my favorite thing. I
You know what?
forgot that happened.
I got to give props to Amazon because we had a gazebo.
We bought a gazebo in the
And
spring.
here's the deal. We had a gazebo because like our yard has like zero shade. So we bought a gazebo to give
Nice.
some shade. And
You
all
don't have
summer,
to tell people why we bought a gazebo.
that's why we bought it. Anyways, the whole point is that all summer I have been very stressed out
so anxious
about the fact that this gazebo is going to blow over because we get like kind of weird windstorms. Like we're in a
Yeah.
weird section. It's like
no one
wind
cares.
is very strong.
The wind blew it over,
No,
broke the shit out of it,
I had
and
to
then
listen.
we returned
no,
it
no,
to
no.
Amazon.
I had to listen to
and they gave us
months
our money
of
back.
Danny saying, no, Brad, you're just stressing out over nothing. It's not going to blow away. No way. And then one day on Friday, I come home. Guess what? It's blowing apart and it's broken and it's ripped and it's torn and it's like over 6 months old now. And I was like, no way are we getting our money back?
We did.
from
We got our
Amazon.
money back. And
So
we
I
packaged
emailed
it
Amazon.
up and
I
we
was like,
sent it back.
I don't think it's fair that I bought this 5 months ago and it's broken already.
We did. We put the weights on the
So they're like,
legs.
So yeah, we put the weights on, and then they're like, okay, just ship it back to us. I'm like, well, fuck me, because I have to like put this huge gazebo back into a box. So I used like 3 diaper boxes taped together
It was a
with
mess.
so much packing tape and brought it to the post office. And I was like, it's an Amazon return. And then I used a bunch of their
Those
packing
diaper
tape.
boxes are flimsy as shit.
Yeah. Anyways, and then
Good job.
they like made me bring it into the Canada Post storage room because like they didn't want to bring it. So, got to see the back of the Canada Post delivery place. So that's good.
I thought that
Anyway,
was
we
kinda
got our money
cool.
back. That's the end of that
Phew.
story.
Yeah.
She hates
I
this.
beat
story. I don't know
Amazon.
why? This is hilarious.
Somebody
Yeah.
asked why we didn't lie and say that we made the dresses. They were Shein dresses, so they were falling apart as we were talking. So that wouldn't have.
It is obvious.
It was not like a high
They're
point
so
to be like,
obviously made by like.
I mean, like, oh yeah, Allie and Critter are like, oh, I know sewing machines. Yeah, right. What if they ask some questions about sewing
Yeah, I don't
machines?
know what the fuck I'm doing. No, absolutely
And
not.
and we specifically requested to go first because Allie had to go run to do a recording with Malkier Talks.
Yes, and so I felt like a
And
dick
We
already.
requested to go first, so we didn't actually see what the judging process was before we went and stood up there in front of everybody. Like I even had tape on the ground already. I thought we had to do our act for them.
I thought
No,
that too. I
It
thought that
wasn't
was
that
the
at all.
performance.
We were so confused. So
It
we
was
didn't even
hilarious.
know.
Yeah, I was
Didn't even
like,
know.
I have to
And
go
then
first.
as they started asking us questions about our
Yeah.
costumes and stuff, we were like, oh yes,
Yes.
craftsmanship.
We
Like,
crafted so well. And just start making shit up. And then my favorite, because my least favorite thing is to feel like a diva or a dick, but I didn't think about the timing. I didn't realize how long it would take to get judged. So once I started to realize, once we were all in that room and they were like, okay, we're all going to watch each other. I was like, oh,
well,
fuck.
and everybody who had made their costumes was sitting in chairs waiting for their turns, watching us get judged. It was a very embarrassing
awesome.
situation.
It was awesome.
And then they're
Because
like,
I go
"Oh,
up
look
and
at
I was
these
like,
content creators thinking they're just like,
thinking
oh,
there's such hot shit." And I was like, no, it's not like that. I'm just really bad at planning.
yeah." Oh, my drink. It's
I
not.
think it's wine now.
It's
isn't
wine.
It?
It's
Yeah.
just in
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
It's
Yeah.
a Halloween
We
Dollarama special. You guys
we
have
can open
Dollarama
wine.
in the States? Do you know what a Dollarama?
We have the dollar store.
dollar stores,
Is
yeah.
it kind of
Oh,
the
so,
same?
yeah.
Okay, Dollarama.
You know what they call it in England? The dollar store?
No.
Poundland.
Poundland.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. There you
Yes, let's go to
Gotta head on
Poundland.
down to
Love
Poundland.
it.
When
love
we
that.
lived
I
there
love
for
it,
like
love it.
we did like a study abroad there for a hot second, and every time I was like, let's go to
like
Poundland. And
iridescent.
everyone's like, we're not going to Poundland, Allie. And I'm like, we gotta go to Poundland.
Gotta go to Pound Town.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She called it Pound Town. That'd be
It
better.
rhymes.
I know
rhymes.
they
Yeah.
missed out. They missed out on Pound Town.
Who doesn't want to go to Pound Town?
Yeah, like medium rhymes.
Well, it means sex.
I know, but
Oh.
it doesn't exactly rhyme. I know what it means.
She's like, I know what it means. I just want it to sound
Poundland.
good.
I just didn't understand it at first. Okay.
I'm just a poet
Anyway,
at heart.
I got this Halloween goblet at the dollar store, Dollarama.
Mm.
I like
And
it.
it's
It
this wine.
feels it's
a
giving Hamlet.
Chianti.
It's very good.
It's giving Hamlet. What you have a Chianti?
Mm,
I
You
have
have
a
fava
Chianti.
beans as
Yum.
well.
I have a Chianti.
that's okay because that's based on a.
That's a book.
Hey, do you guys
book,
have a Halloween
yeah.
party to go to tonight? I feel like you said.
Oh well.
It's 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know.
And it's not the.
Mm.
It's not. It's. And also, Allie has to do a bunch of work.
Well,
You know
yeah,
how I
that
know you guys are getting old?
It's
What?
40.
You're
It's
not going to go
because,
to a
like,
Halloween party because it's 45
10
minutes away.
10 years ago,
45
you would have been
minutes
like all
away.
over
And it's
that.
like 9 o'clock.
it's 45
There
minutes
you go.
away.
That's
It's 9 o'clock.
No.
And well, here's the kicker. We only know the host.
We only know one person.
again. My point stands.
I know we're getting old. We're getting up
Yeah.
there.
You know what? And I'm not going to judge you because I also not stepping stepping foot out of the house.
I
to go
recently
45
learned
minutes
the
away.
term ambivert, and I think that's what I am.
I like that.
What is that?
I am
mean?
not.
I'm
Ambivert,
an
yeah.
introverted extrovert. So like
What does that mean?
it means like I like people and I like
Mm.
socializing with people, but only no, you're just an introvert. You are as
You lost me
introvert
at, like,
as
the-
they come.
talking to people.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, you are just but like I like that, but then I also really just like to stay home.
Right.
Yeah.
I love staying home.
Dollars
my
and
favorite
cents.
That's
I
clever.
love
Australia has
Cute.
dollars and
That's
cents.
clever.
That's really
That's
cute.
very clever.
I think I'm also an ambivert. Like
I would
I can
say
do
everyone.
Jordan Con, but
Yeah.
I can't do parties anymore where I only know one person.
I think cons are also different
I'm
because
too old to meet people.
at
Yeah.
Jordan Con you can go up to almost anyone there and talk about the Wheel of Time.
That
Right?
there's I
Like,
know
you-
we
you
can
know
And
the
it's
Wheel of
not a
Time
weird thing to do
something.
because, like, if I just go out into like a regular party and try to talk about Wheel of Time, it's gonna be weird because they're like, "What are
Yeah.
you talking
I
about?"
know. I was just at a kid's birthday party and we were at their house and I could see their office kind of area or whatever. And they had a bunch of like Game of Thrones
Oh,
stuff and
good.
like Lord of the Rings like stuff. And I was like, hey, are you a fan? And then I was like, oh, no.
Can't.
Fingers
Can't.
crossed. Fingers crossed.
Oh,
that
fingers
you
okay.
are.
crossed. Oh, I thought you were giving me the
I'm not
finger, like,
flipping you
set up
off.
now
No,
or
I'm
something.
fingers crossed.
Fuck you too.
Please continue. No, I'm sorry. No, not at all.
And I was like, "Oh, are you a fan?" and whatever. And so I had an in, and then it like got awkward. And I was like, "Have you read the Wheel of Time? Like, have you watched or read
We need pamphlets.
Wheel of Time?"
Have you heard about the?
And they're like,
do.
"Oh yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, you should probably watch that." Or there's a book series. The books are great. And then
I
I'm
want to
like,
make a pamphlet. It's
"Okay,
like,
bye."
have you heard of our
Yeah.
Lord and Savior Randall Thor?
Didn't you at one point?
World or destroy it? I'm not sure.
No, I think they were like very hardcore Game of Thrones
Oh,
Sure.
fans, which is
Sure,
like
yeah.
cool. But I was
it's
like,
fun.
you wanna like hear some history?
You want to
Like
expand it a little
you
bit?
wanna know
Wanna
about?
grow
Yeah.
that out a little bit.
Do you want to know that he was very much inspired by someone named James Oliver Rigney, also
You
known
wanna
as Robert
hear about
Jordan?
James
that?
Oliver Rigby Jr.
Junior?
Excuse me. Oh God,
None of us wear glasses.
No, well,
I do.
I'm supposed to.
Oh yeah, you are supposed to.
I do, and I up until today I was only wearing glasses because I like cut my eye, and then,
She did, yeah.
yeah,
that happened.
I like cut my eye. I think with my I think I
Oh,
did
with your
it
nail?
putting my contacts in with my
That makes
nail.
sense.
And I got this like weird, very ugly, like red streak like in my eye, and it was really creepy looking. And like to the point where Gus looked at me one day and he was like, "Oh my God." Which is always what you want to hear from your husband.
It's to be clear, it
And-
was because I was concerned, not because I was horrified.
He's like, "What the
I
hell?
was
What
like,
is that?
"Are you all right?" Because
God,
you keep
sorry.
on rubbing at your eye, and it's not the right.
I know he
color.
meant it in a really nice way, but
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
See, when we see that with our kids, we're like, "Oh my God, pink eye!"
Mhm.
yeah, well, that's what I
It's
was
like
worried about
constant
at first.
fear. It's constant fear.
for the pink eye around here.
Pink eye is a freaking bane on because it's like if one kid, if one kid in
Everybody
the
gets
daycare
that,
gets
remember,
it,
yeah.
then the other kids are getting it, and then you're getting it, and then you're getting it, and it's like
I don't
everyone's
get
out,
pink eye, but
and you
yeah.
get back and forth, because like it's your eyes, and how do you make a
and the
3-year-old not touch
kids,
their
it's
eyes?
like you have your one eye and then it's like getting better, and then the other eye
Yeah.
3 days later.
Do they go back and
Yeah.
forth? Like,
Mm.
Can
It
they go back and
then
forth?
it goes between kids, and it's like, oh, dodged it, but it's like
No.
sometimes it's contagious before you even know they have it.
Sometimes it's viral,
Oh,
sometimes
geez.
it's bacterial. Nobody knows.
Yeah,
oh God. The kids get sick
worst
so much.
oh man. Well, it's like you throw a kid in with like 20 other
Yeah.
kids in a school with 150 other kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
When I was
sense.
teaching my first year teaching, I was sick
All
the entire
time,
year.
The entire time.
The entire
Yeah.
year I was sick with something. And
Yeah.
then we would have to have like a lecture at the beginning of each cold season where I'd be like, if you are coughing, if you are sneezing, if you are sniffling, you are not allowed to
Yeah.
touch me.
Yeah.
Never have kids.
Well, and the tricky
That's
part
my
too is like tricky part is with like kids, it's like you can't not send your kid to school if they just have a little bit of a cough. Because
Yeah.
like people have work and you can't not
No.
work.
Absolutely no.
Because then you
Well,
don't
and
get to have
especially
your
like
house.
I'm a teacher with
Yeah.
also children in daycare.
Yeah.
Like it's the perfect storm.
Yeah.
It's the perfect storm.
They're coming
Yeah.
at you from all angles.
But maybe, you've built up an immunity at this point. Like you've had all the illnesses there
No,
is to
you're-
have.
I'm just used. I
You're
just like.
always in
I
a
just
constant state
live
of
my
sickness.
life
Yeah.
just like kind of.
You will
sick.
never be not sick. You will always be sick with something. It's just a matter of what it is.
Yeah.
example-
have you heard my like super sexy voice tonight?
Have you heard me like
Sounds great.
coughing my lungs
It's
out?
because
You
I
sound great.
well, I was doing fine, and then I coached Hayden soccer this
Right.
morning, and that was loud. So
Right.
Mm.
that
Mhm.
that didn't do it.
Do we have any
for
more Q&A questions? We're supposed to be doing
Sure.
Q&A.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
about an hour since we answered.
That's
We
not
had to
true.
tell
The
our
last question.
costume story because
Yeah.
that was
That was pretty good.
ridiculously funny.
me.
We
Okay.
both
Has
of us were
anyone
on
read,
the floor.
Okay. Has anyone read Dune?
Yes.
No.
Me
No, but I
neither.
watched the first movie.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
read the first two.
This person says, I always thought that the Freemen were really similar to the Aiel.
Oh, they
Yes.
are. Yeah, they're the same
Yeah.
thing.
The Fremen?
Same thing. Yeah.
They're
100%.
I've seen the movie.
They're based on the same thing, and he definitely was inspired by the Fremen when he made up the Aiel, but they're both
Same.
kind of based around
Same with
the same.
Jenny Besser or Bessie Jenner.
Gonna,
Yeah,
Gonna
Gonna
Besser. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jenna
that Aes Sedai. It's like same
They're
thing.
literally they're straight up Aes Sedai. They're
Same
100%.
thing.
Somebody
Same.
once asked us
Bene
about
Gesserit, yeah.
Zelda and
Bene
some
Gesserit, I said, yeah, I got it wrong.
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
some things in Zelda that's really similar to the Aiel too. Once.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Same.
the Gerudo. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is. And I was like, I never played Zelda, but it's like,
kind of.
yeah,
in a
probably.
desert.
Yeah.
They're
People want to
women
hear more
with
of our
swords.
Jordan Con stories
More Jordan
there's a-
instead of
stories?
answering Q&A.
Okay, can I tell an embarrassing story about Gus? We
Yeah.
danced so hard
Oh,
that
yeah,
Gus
I fucked up my
threw
ankle.
a knee out. What'd you throw out?
My
of your
ankle. I
it was a
rolled my
hip or
ankle.
a
It hurt
knee?
for like
He
4
ripped
months.
his ankle in half.
It was so
an
I
ankle.
bad.
forgot that you did that, and I did
Yeah.
the same
You did
thing at
WalkCon, but I
WalkCon.
rolled my ankle
We're just
so
a fucking
bad.
mess.
God.
Well,
man.
and we have these banners like with the badges, and I spiced up my life so hard that I ripped my badges
did.
in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vice Girls comes on. You just got to dance.
Yeah.
What happened?
You lost yourself in it.
I must. You
I
pointed
lost
at your,
it. I was like, "Where's the rest of my badges on the dance floor over there?"
Yeah.
I'm jealous of your
That's it.
backdrop. We have a bunch of shit. It's
It's
just
just up there.
the
Well,
way
you
I
could
set
show 'em.
all this up, and then I put the camera here, and I went, oh,
Well, you could
Yeah,
show
hold on,
them.
here,
Go
wait.
show them.
Well, because we have a couch.
Oh,
over-
it's turning
like,
the camera. We're getting behind the scenes.
we have a
You are
couch
not
right
getting
here.
a behind the
You wanna
scenes
see
look
our
of our
house?
You
house.
can see our couch. It's clean.
Medium.
You can show
Medium.
them up there.
Well, the
You can
problem is
show
I'd
them-
like to be able to sit on the couch like this, and then we can use our double mics, but we don't have anything behind.
Yeah,
Don't move
we
it. It's gonna
do, but
destroy
it's up there.
all right. Sorry about all the camera stuff.
Oh, it's all up
Oh.
there.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
got
it.
all the different
yeah,
Oops.
you got a good setup.
That there looks like Harry Potter.
the,
It is.
Cards
That's
of
why it looks
Time.
like that.
That there is
right
Wheel
there.
of Time.
yeah,
It's a good camera you got.
else
Is
is
it like
there?
a little video camera?
yeah. It's a Panasonic.
You
This is
can
Wheel
like
of
literally like
Time.
zoom in just like by touching it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I turn the zoom.
Oh my god.
What else is up there?
Cards of
Expanse up
Time.
there. Yeah, Cards of Time are up there. I've got my sword.
Nice.
We bought those
Nice.
at Jordan Con.
Yeah, I'm afraid of bees, and Gus is afraid of
Cosmere,
mushrooms, so we
Malazan's
bought those.
back there.
Oh, that's so funny. Allie, I'm afraid of bees.
Are you afraid of bees?
Yes,
I'm so
she
afraid
is.
of bees.
Like,
Like I'm really scared
Yes.
of bees. Like I actually
Ew.
think I've never been stung by a bee, and I actually think that I might be allergic to bees, and that's why I'm scared.
I'm a
of them.
little allergic. Yeah.
I don't know if I am or not, but I'm so scared of bees.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I'm really scared.
It is.
I have like a
thing.
traumatic
buzzing.
story.
I don't
Wait,
like the
And
buzzing.
Have you been stung?
No.
Oh my god, it hurts so much. I've been stung so many times that I'm
Oh,
like,
see, that's the problem. Is I'm so scared. I'm so scared to
scared.
get stung. I'm scared of bees.
yeah, I'm scared. Okay, it hurts so bad. Don't get stung. It hurts so
Oh
bad.
yeah, Koala. We need Cards of Time. Can we order
We
them?
got a bunch. We'll trade them.
Yeah,
with
we can trade.
you. These
they
boxes
tiny
will
cards?
go away in a second.
Yeah.
time I
so
touch the
Koala,
camera, this happens.
you've seen them. The Cards
Oh
of
yeah,
Time.
I have seen them.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm terrified of bees. I've always been well, and
Can we
one
order them?
time. Oh yeah, can they order them?
If we give you money, will you give them to us?
Well, can I give you money?
Give you the money. And
Shut up and take my money. I want that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Good.
That's
Done.
the
So I've
coolest
been wondering
way
about that.
to have responded to that. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you.
I'll talk to you.
My
I'll talk
people
to
will
you.
talk to your
I'll just
people.
talk to
You'll be
y'all.
contacted. Actually, don't
Yeah.
worry.
You'll be contacted.
I'll talk to you.
Just
You'll be
wait for a phone call.
You'll be contacted.
Your people and my people.
And
Yeah.
all that.
Anyway, we got to set up this over top of the couch so that we can do our live streams from the couch.
True. More
Yes.
comfortable.
It's a game changer.
It is a game
It's
changer.
great.
It's so
'Cause
complicated.
we do
Our
have the
people
dual
is
mic for
also just
recording,
us.
but the dual mic setup the way we're set up
Yeah.
right now, it doesn't work because we're like
Yeah.
a table, right?
Yeah.
But-
I'm
Okay.
familiar with that.
Do we have more Q&A questions?
Yeah.
We're almost at 2
okay,
hours here.
I would
so
say this is probably our last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What would the Emmonsfield Five's Halloween costumes be?
Ooh.
Oh, Perrin. Well, no,
See a
he wouldn't.
furry.
He'd be like, "I'm a blacksmith."
Yeah, he.
And you're like,
'Cause I
on
was gonna
this
say,
day
what-
of wonder, you chose to dress up as a common blacksmith.
Yeah.
That's
He
just
would-
your job.
He would dress up as something else, but everyone would think he was a werewolf, and I'm not sure what the something else.
I
is.
feel like he'd just slap on some ears. Like he would go bare minimum effort.
Aaron wouldn't dress up. Like
Aaron just wouldn't,
He
you
wouldn't
know?
dress up. He's not fun.
Elaine would do something sexy. Definitely.
Elaine's
Like
not
a-
Emmonsfield 5 though.
That's
Oh.
okay. She counts.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
okay.
she's an MC.
honorary man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honorary main. She wishes she was an Emmonsfield.
Yeah,
5.
and Rand is dressing up in whatever couple's costume Egwene decided on.
You know, actually, no. Chris H has a good comment
It
here.
would be Jane
So-
first. Yeah.
No, I'm going to say Egwene because Egwene's favorite book is Travels of Jane Firstrider. So I'm going to say, boom, Egwene dressing up as
Okay.
Jane Firstrider.
But
Or someone
Egwene in
from-
our world would dress
Um,
up as some like obscure woman from history and then
Yes.
would get mad that you didn't know right away.
Yes, I mean, you don't know who I am.
Yeah.
You don't know Molly Pratchett?
No. Okay, no,
The Molly
it depends
Pratchett?
on. Okay, for Egwene, it depends on who her mentor of the week is,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
she's
yeah,
dressing up as them
yeah,
because she's such a kiss ass.
yeah.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Yes, and also I am that. I
She'd be like, "Look, Nynaeve, I'm you. Like,
look at it. Oh,
I'm the wisdom. I look up to you so much." You know, like that.
yeah. And then and Rand and Elaine were some kind of like very waspy Halloween costume.
Ooh, are
where,
they
like,
going to be like they're a couple costume, right?
Will they
Couple
be
costume.
like
Yeah.
literally like Barbie and Ken or something? Like,
yeah. But
but Rand is just gonna be whatever Egwene tells him to be.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're saying Elaine and Rand, but I'm feeling like
No,
Min and
Egwene.
no, but she had mentioned Elaine. I'm thinking like Min and Rand, and like Min would
Oh,
make Rand
I'm
dress
thinking like
up.
Evansfield back
Oh,
from when they were
you know
in
what?
Evans.
I know, yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
we're
There's
expanding it
that too.
outward. We're having fun. Perrin would do bare minimum ears.
Matt would dress up as like a Trolloc.
He would go crazy with that.
Yeah,
He would,
Matt
like,
would do
go
something
all out.
scary. Matt would do something scary that
Because
like
he'd play
deliberately
tricks.
scared. Yes.
Yeah.
Then he'd like hide somewhere and jump out. at
As
people.
like as a Trolloc. Ah,
Yes.
yeah.
And everyone would be like, fuck you. And it'd be great. And then Minna would make Rand dress up in a couple's costume with her, and Rand would be so happy that she even talked to him. And then Elaine would be like a sexy something. So it'd be like whatever it is, she'd be like, how do I make that sexy though?
Mm-hmm.
But like also like a little bit out of touch royalty
Mhm.
style of like a what her opinion on like a you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
just
she'd
like
be like
yeah.
sexy nurse, and it's like a candy striper, and it's like no one's been a candy striper in
It's
a
like,
billion
that's
years.
not-
Oh, Lane, you
I'm a
Yeah.
sexy
missed the mark
financial
again.
advisor.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy financial. I'm a
Yeah.
sexy CFO.
I'm a sexy CPA. What?
You're like, well,
Oh
what?
yes.
I have the sexiest job.
Yeah.
And then who else could we do?
Nynaeve. Do we do
Moraine would
Nynaeve?
not dress
Doctor.
up.
Moraine would
not
not.
dress up. No, did
She
not
doesn't
dress
have
up.
time. She's saving the world.
Maureen
Right.
will put on a
Time for
name
costume.
tag that says something other than her name. and
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
that might be it.
Yeah, she's put on a name tag that says like Guitar
Well, she'd be 3-hole punch Jim. Like
Yeah.
she's.
Yeah.
I felt like Lan would get a shirt that says "This is my costume."
Mhm.
He'd be one of those.
I'm a different warder.
Yeah,
I'm a warder.
I'm a
It was very funny.
different
Very humorous. Very humorous.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. They'll get a
Uh,
big chuckle down at the warder's platform or wherever it is they
Instead of
go.
like having a sword, he'd have like a whatever, like a
Oh,
spear.
you
and
mean
be
the
like,
warder
oh yeah,
ground?
I'm a different
That's
warder.
just like being demolished
Yeah.
because Elida sucks.
Logain would be something cute, like a cow. You know, he'd get like one of those onesie costumes that are so comfortable, and that's what he would
yeah,
be.
that sounds like just to
He'd
go
be
crazy.
a dinosaur or a cow.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be a cow.
Cow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the people would be like, "What are you?" He's like, "Cow." And you're like, "Okay." And it would be like, and all the children would be petting his costume all night. Like all the children would be like, "Ah."
Elida would spend like $2,000 on some really elaborate costume, and nobody would know what it was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like who would have the punny costume?
Tom.
Oh, you know what? Min and Rand would be? They would be two halves of an Oreo so that they could like run together and hug when
Oh,
people ask them
nice.
what their costume is.
Nice. I love
Yeah.
it.
And be like, and everyone would be like, okay. And it'd be cute.
I like Dana's comment where it's like Brigida would be like gender bent Robin Hood, but I'm just imagining like Brigida dressing up as like a different archer, and it's like Brigida, like you're just an archer, and she's
Yeah.
like, no, but like I'm a different archer. It's like it's the same, but like it's different, but like
Yeah.
not really.
And then she get kind of mad that she
Yeah.
get kind of weirdly
No,
mad.
it's a
that
different.
people-
It's like I know you know that archer from history, but like
yeah,
it's
okay.
the same thing.
Fane would be a peach
Why would
Nice.
Fane be a
They're
peach?
poison.
because they're poisonous.
Peaches are
Oh.
poison.
What's up with that? Why did he hate Georgia? Is there like
It's so
some
stupid.
Did he
Probably hated
hate
Georgia.
some
Georgia?
rivalry like between
Probably hated
southern
it.
states?
Hated Georgia.
Because
Yeah. Mm-mm.
This is Robert Jordan's elaborate
Rand could
ruse to
just call
create a
us Jesus.
Georgia burn
Yeah.
book.
yeah,
Wait, do you want to order something to eat? Can we order dinner tonight?
we can talk about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what time is it there?
9.
It's
9.
9.
We
We
haven't
haven't
eaten
eaten yet. Yeah.
They're living a crazy single life.
We can order
Not
food too.
single,
It's not
kidless,
just for single people.
Kid-free life.
They let married people order food too.
They
now.
do?
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
let people's kids order food?
that we can do that.
Yeah,
you
they're
can
allowed.
do.
We are married. We just don't have children.
That's true.
Yeah, they're not single. They're just kidless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, so is he
Odd.
from South Carolina?
South Carolina grows more peaches than Georgia,
What?
Kaylee?
Maybe
You know,
he just hates
whatever
them.
Kaylee says,
I
we believe her.
it. Yeah.
I trust
Kaylee
it.
knows everything.
I buy it.
That sounds
Literally
right.
everything she says, she knows.
I
Wait.
feel like I've
Wait.
heard
Just
that.
because you grow more peaches doesn't mean they're better peaches.
Mm.
Peach pits are okay.
Okay,
Wait,
but
can I?
here's
cherry
the thing.
pits.
Wait,
So are
yeah.
apple
You
seeds.
got to eat so many peach pits before
Same
you
with-
die.
same
You
with
would die
apple
from
seeds.
just eat. Yeah. Like,
Apple
Can
seeds.
I tell
too,
you
learned that
all
from,
the
Orange
dumbest
Soda.
thing ever that I did? So I was eating a bunch of cherries this summer, and one of the pits broke open in my mouth when I was eating it.
Okay.
Like it just randomly, I don't know why, it just broke open.
totally.
And
What
I
did
was
you do?
like, but I knew that cherry pits have like a little trace
Cyanide.
amounts of cyanide in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting
Same
there.
like apple seeds and arsenic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and I have a tendency to panic. And so I'm
Anxiety.
sitting there and I'm
We all
alone.
got it. It's
And I'm
fine.
alone. Gus isn't home. And I'm like, I'm sure that this is not enough cyanide to kill me. I'm sure. I'm
Did
positive.
you call poison control?
So then I started thinking though, like, what if
that's what it's there for.
It's gotta be safe. Yeah.
what if it is enough cyanide to kill me and I'm the idiot that decides it's not enough cyanide to kill me and then Gus comes home from work and I'm dead on the floor?
Yeah.
And
Wouldn't that be
because you didn't
awful?
want to call the ambulance.
Do you
yeah.
remember
All
that
because I didn't
time I
wanna
thought
call.
I was gonna go blind because I looked at the eclipse?
There you go.
Don't,
hotlines are there
everyone was
for a
like,
reason.
"Don't do it! Don't look at it!" And I took a picture of it, and I was like, "Oh my god, my retinas!" I was really freaking out. I thought I was gonna go blind.
I was like, Danny, the pixels on your phone aren't strong enough to blind you.
That is true.
So anyway, so I call poison control. And I'm like,
Good. What did they
listen.
say? Did they say, "Hey, idiot, you're fine"?
So she answers and I go, listen, before you even judge me, because apparently that's more important to me than staying alive.
Sure.
I'd rather
Reasonable.
die than be judged. So I said to her, I'm sure that I am overreacting. but what if? And so I don't
You know
walk her through
what?
the whole
I
thing.
applaud you. Good for you.
And she goes, most
Better
people
safe than sorry. That's what they
who
say.
die of cyanide poisoning from cherry pits, they have to consume a lot of them. And I was like, okay, I figured, but I thought better safe than sorry. And she was
Yeah.
like, well, I'd rather have this kind of call than a real one. And I was like, okay, cool. So I hung up the phone.
Well, it's like you
I
want to
was
be
like,
the
so
idiot who
stupid.
dies because you didn't call poison
But-
control.
Oh my
I
God!
know,
Could
I
you
get that.
imagine
How would you
we like
feel?
get the call? Allie's dead because she ate a
She ate a
cherry
cherry pit
and
and
didn't
didn't call
call
poison
poison
control.
And we're like, obviously, you call poison control when you eat a cherry pit. That's so obvious.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows.
Well, interestingly enough, this kind of ties into the reason I learned about this like yesterday. The reason there is no grape ice cream is because
this makes me sad.
I'm not going to tell the whole
Wait,
story. I'm
what?
going to tell the
Okay.
sad part.
Okay.
But
No,
essentially,
tell the whole story.
grape. Have you ever had grape flavored ice cream?
No.
No.
Because
Okay,
in order,
is it like artificial grape flavor? Because I hate that.
Okay, go. No.
no,
Let
but
him
in
Any
order,
grape.
in order to make like real grape ice cream that actually tastes like grapes or like with anything grape in it.
Grapes.
Yeah, grapes.
'Kay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grapes essentially have a natural anti-freezing agent in them. So if you try to make like
That's
grape
why my
juice,
wine doesn't freeze when I put it in the freezer.
right, it's part of it.
That and the
So if you
alcohol.
try to put grape juice into ice cream and freeze it, it will not freeze or it will not stay frozen. However, there is a compound in the peel of the grape called anthocyanin that kind of counteracts this. And if you load up grape ice cream with a ton of grape peel anthocyanin, it will freeze. Unfortunately, anthocyanin is extremely poisonous to animals.
Yeah.
So if you ever made
Dogs
grape ice
dogs
cream,
can't have grapes.
if you ever made grape ice cream, it would be deadly dog poison.
Deadly dog
So
poison.
that is why grape ice cream does not exist. And also PSA, dogs can't eat grapes.
Don't give your dog grapes.
If anybody who here is watching
Interesting.
didn't know that.
Grapes, avocados,
Wow.
macadamia nuts, coffee, chocolate. Not for dogs. That's what
Okay.
you should know.
If you're ever
So,
wondering,
isn't
for
that
your
interesting?
dog.
If you
Also,
ever-
garlic and onions, not for
Garlic
cats.
and
Oh, and
onions.
garlic and onions.
Yeah.
Yes, that's another one.
Unless you don't want your cat to be alive anymore. in
Right.
which case.
Yes.
Which we do not advocate.
Disclaimer here.
Disclaimer: we
Don't-
do not
Put
advocate
that on the
the
ticker.
poisoning
Don't,
of your
Put
pet.
that on the ticker. Do
don't
not
kill
do
pets.
not kill your pets with these
Yeah.
foods.
Well, the
we're
thing
telling
I was
you.
going to
Okay,
say
good.
that she told me, then I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. But now that we're talking about how to poison things, she was like, most people who die from cyanide poisoning from cherries, it's because their spouses like crush up the pits and feed them to them. And I was like, okay, well, that's really good to know. So
I did see a show where they did take apple seeds and they made
my
a
goodness.
bunch, like lots, because they're arsenic
Yeah.
in apple seeds.
Yeah.
Yes, I
But
did.
you need
I've
so
heard about
many.
that.
We need
I feel like this is
so
like
many.
just a PSA announcement for
Well, we're out of
everybody watching. Good.
questions, and people stopped
go.
asking questions.
There
They
you
just
go.
want to hear
There
our
you go.
stupid Jordan Con
There
story.
you go. Love it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I have another stupid Jordan Con story.
Mm-mm.
I accidentally made it sound like sometimes I forget that people don't know Gus. And so then
Oh, this is always fun.
I
Yeah.
accidentally convinced someone because I jokingly was talking about because sometimes I joke about how horrible Gus is because he's so great that like I can assume that everyone will understand that I'm kidding.
Yeah.
That Gus is not a
Unless
terrible
you don't know
person.
guts.
Well-
you're on the internet and you're like, my husband doesn't let me read, and I'm like, that is not. That is not. We can't.
My
do that.
husband's
you guys
against
like that,
women
yeah.
reading.
Yeah.
I accidentally said this in front of people who knew Gus, except for one person in the circle. And I watched their face grow concerned as we're in the circle. And I was like,
Allie
oh,
needs help.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before I
Blink
could
twice.
correct them, they got led away by someone else. So then there was just this person walking around JordanCon thinking that Gus is like a horrible misogynist. And then
Oh,
eventually I
no.
tracked him down to tell him to
That's bad
inform him. I was
PR,
like,
man.
It was
think
really
you
bad
forget you
PR.
have a business.
And I was like, I can't have somebody like go on Twitter and go, I heard this guy from Wheel Takes is actually like,
Yeah, man.
Right.
I heard
misogyny-
Allie talking. He sucks, I guess. He's
I
the
really need to
worst.
watch what I tell people who I say about this kind of stuff. Because to me, it's like the funniest joke because I'm like, of course, Gus
Yeah.
is the nicest person on this planet. And
But just
treats
look
me.
at him. He looks
So,
like a bad
look
guy.
at him.
Just
He
look at him.
He's
Look at
literally
him.
the biggest villain I've
Yeah.
ever met.
Yeah, exactly. And so all these, so I had to like run after him when I saw him, and he didn't know who I was. So I probably made things worse and made him also think that I was like a scary person running after him
You
in a
are,
hotel room.
it's fine. Yeah.
So yeah,
This
so
is a
that
good
happened
person.
because I was like, oh my god, what if this person just starts being like, I heard Gus from Wheel Takes is like a horrifying misogynist actually in private. His own wife even said so, and like,
Right.
Yeah. That's fair.
Turns
So
out
anyways,
he's the hiring
Fair.
director for Hollywood.
but it just so happens. It
It's
just
like,
so happens
wow. Oh,
that
what a
he is
bad
the casting director in Hollywood, and
Right?
Gus never gets hired.
because they're like, Gus, her terrible
That
guy.
sucks. That guy's
Yeah,
the
so that was a
Yeah.
big
The
moment
Hollywood
of.
casting agent.
Right.
I've heard
yeah.
of that guy. Yeah.
I have a really funny WatCon story. Can I tell this story? This was the most embarrassing.
Sure, but I
funniest
wasn't
thing
there,
ever.
so it's gonna make me mad.
Yeah, because we weren't there.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Can I tell it anyway? Because it is the
No.
stupidest thing I've ever done in my
Get
life.
Get off my live stream. Okay, everyone can take out of this that Allie sucks. Get out of here.
So at WatCon, there's like a little. It's not karaoke. It's like people will get up and like everyone sings together, and it's really super cute.
I missed that at JordanCon, by the
Yes,
way.
you do. The minute I start telling it, you will get it. And I know. I want them to bring back JordanCon karaoke because it was like
I
really
just want
fun.
regular. I don't need Wheel of Time spoiler karaoke that I'm not allowed to attend.
I
I
know.
want regular ass karaoke.
Yes, I want that. Let me do that. But
How
anyway,
about
so
you and me start regular ass karaoke, and we
I
call
wanna
it
do
that on the program.
yes,
Okay,
let's do it.
Okay, we're on
So-
board. Me and you.
So Matt Hatch gets up and he starts singing his like spoiler filled version of Creep by
yeah.
Radiohead.
Yes,
And so I
I've heard
sprint
that
away.
He has that. Yeah.
Yes.
It's quite good.
So I sprint away. I run away and
Yeah.
I find myself in the snack room just by accident, not because
Of
I
course.
was looking.
Totally.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So I ran straight into the snack room because I figured it is unattended and I can get as many snacks as I want. And I'm there by myself because everyone else is enjoying Matt Hatch's performance. And I grab a water bottle and I'm there by myself. And I walk by the table and I just go, haha, and I toss the water bottle, doing the water bottle challenge as a joke.
The flipping the
And it
water
goes,
bottle thing.
Junk, 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 lands straight up. In
Okay.
the 10 years that this challenge has existed, that has never happened to me before in my fucking life because I'm the most unathletic person that's ever lived. And
Sounds
I
like you're bad
was
at the
like,
water
You've
bottle.
run 3 marathons.
well, the coordinated. It's the
Alright.
coordination part. You can just
Different,
run for a
different.
long time if you have
Sure.
a lot of willpower. But it just goes dunk. And I was like, you are fucking kidding me. No one was here. No one's going to believe me.
Wait, so no one was even there to verify.
No one
this?
was
No.
there to verify this. It
Nobody
was
was
me
there.
all by
Unbelievable.
myself.
Sorry.
And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I
So
told him
then
not
I-
to tell it.
Well, this story is
I don't
so
believe it.
uncool that you'll believe me because
gets-
it's so
it
fucking
gets
uncool.
funnier.
So then I grab
It's
my
already funny,
phone and I grab the water bottle. I'm like, okay, now I know the throw. So I can capture this on camera. I can do
Sure,
this.
you
And
can.
so I start tossing it over and over again, trying to capture this
Just by
on
yourself.
camera. I'm
Cool,
getting
cool.
sweaty. I'm getting sweaty and hysterical. I'm like, come on, please do it. Crying, I'm like near tears. I'm like sweating and I'm being crazy. And then all of a sudden, like 10 minutes of this go by. Right. And then Helen, Josh's girlfriend, who I just met like that day, walks in and finds me there out of context with my phone in my hand, just doing water bottle
I'm a
challenge.
content creator.
Out of breath
I
and sweaty.
create content. I promise that.
I was like, she's gonna think this is what we fucking do when we're alone. Is we just try to create content like this, like doing the water bottle, and because I'm like sweaty and hysterical, tossing this water bottle
It
over and
was
over again.
really
And
funny.
I look
Idiot.
up and she's just standing there in the door, and I
And then, like,
just
a couple other
fucking-
people showed up, and then a few minutes later, I came looking
I'm-
for her,
so
and there were like
we-
4 people in there just watching Allie melt down, trying to throw, just getting more and
that
more
tracks.
Because what happens is I look up, I see her standing there watching me like this, and I fall on the ground and I'm screaming and I'm laughing really hard. And I explain to her in like as my best I can what's happening.
Oh, I
And then
just trying to get
he
it. I
falls
did
on the
get
ground.
it.
Totally reasonable.
You are fucking kidding me. You did not just do it.
No,
Yeah.
she's being you.
Oh, so we're just like screaming and crying and laughing. And then Josh walks in and he finds us there like hysterical. So then we have to tell him what's happening. And then like 3 other people walk in and we're still hysterical. So like we have to tell them what's happening. And then everyone insists I keep trying while they're watching.
Well,
While
of course, yeah.
everyone has their phones out watching me do the water
There's a
bottle
lot of
challenge.
footage of
And then
this.
Gus walks in and is like, what the fuck is
Allie, this song's been over for half an hour.
He's like, where have
We're
you
worried about
been?
you.
We're starting to worry. And I was like, I've been doing the water bottle challenge for like half an hour. I haven't been able to do it. It was
That's so bad.
So stupid.
That sounds
Yeah.
stupid. You're right about that.
All right.
Love
Well,
it.
we gotta
I
figure out
love
how
it,
to
love
get
it,
to
love
a
it.
walk on this year too. But
Ugh, I don't think we can.
I know we'll figure it.
I know.
Jordan Con's locked in. We'll talk about walk on. So
It
hard
was a
doing
lot
2
of fun.
trips.
It's
Hard
hard
doing
doing 2 trips.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
it was a
is.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
that was the dumbest
Good,
thing I've
good,
ever done
good.
in my life. And I did that at Walk On and it was so stupid.
That sounds great. That's so good. My super offhanded about Jordan Con is I met Maria Simons several times and
Oh.
had some like really legitimate, like wonderful conversations with her. And the only picture I got with her was this like blurry, shitty picture on the dance floor.
That's kind of perfect.
Something like
though.
pretty
That's
good, like, when
actually
you think
perfect.
I don't know. Maria's like a pretty great dancer. I
She
pulled
is
it up.
pretty great
I'm gonna
dancer.
see if this will like track.
Oh, that's
Wait,
phenomenal.
that's so cute.
That's so good.
Maria's essentially Frank the Tank. Just
She
putting
is
it
so
FYI.
good.
No,
She's
no.
got like glow sticks.
so you know.
Dancing.
Oh,
I was
she's
like,
amazing.
yeah, Maria, you got
She's
this.
a party.
And it was
Yeah.
it. Then and I was like looking through my pictures at the end of the whole trip, and I was like, I have no pictures like actually with Maria except this one.
Yeah, it'd be like nice to have like a nice photo, but
Yeah.
it's like, I guess so.
It's awesome. No, that's the best kind of photo you could have.
Yeah.
I met Maria the first time at my first Jordan Con. I sat next to her at this thing and I was just trying to make conversation with someone I didn't know. And I didn't know who she was because I don't ever know who anyone is because Gus doesn't
Yep.
let me look into anything
Because of spoilers.
because of
To be
spoilers.
clear.
So I don't know who anyone is. And so I
Yeah.
turned to her and I was like, so have you read the books?
That's good.
She was
That's good.
charmed, actually.
And I bet she was like,
Well, she told me a
Yeah.
story about how she was at her local CVS or something like that. And what the cashier was this teenage boy who had a read and find out Dragon Mount t-shirt.
nice.
And she's just shopping and she goes, "Oh, I like your shirt." And he's like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And I was like, "Did you tell him who you are?" And she's like, "No."
So funny.
And I was like, it's
He's
like
just
the
like-
biggest micro. She's like, "No, I just thought it was so cute." And he's like, "Have you read The Wheel of Time?" And she's like, "I have." And I was like, "And you didn't
Yeah.
like
It's like you're literally trolling people.
Maria." Oh, my
man.
god. Yeah.
She's great. She's so
She's
funny.
an icon.
Yeah,
So
but Gus came
good.
up to me afterwards after I talked to her, and he goes, "Do you know who you were just fucking talking to?" And I was
Yeah.
like,
You better
"Oh."
not say anything embarrassing.
I was like, "Yeah."
That's my
Yeah,
husband.
it's
He was
just like
I was like, "Yeah, my new friend Maria." And he goes, "Do you know who Maria is?" I'm like, "I don't know who anyone fucking."
I
is."
was pretty starstruck.
That's
Yeah, he
so
goes,
funny.
"What did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say to her?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "I
And
asked
if
her if you
anyone
read the
doesn't
books."
know, Maria Simons is absolutely lovely and
Lovely.
Yeah, so sweet.
Robert Jordan's like editor.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
Continuity manager. I think.
Continuity
Continuity,
and
yeah,
to
something.
make
company.
everything make
So friendly.
sense.
Yeah.
She was the judge when we did the Aiel trial. And God, she was fun
Yeah.
to work with on that.
It's like make it make sense. That's the lady.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Maria has an "I killed Asmodean"
Nice.
sticker on her car.
Nice.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god. Oh, I want my theory about that to be right.
We're not supposed to cross pollinate.
We
I
can't.
know. I'm just saying.
Relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
I
not. I'm just
do-
saying.
Yeah. Okay. Let's call it. let's stop the party while it's still fun.
Right. Okay. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Let's do it. We've like over the 2-hour mark. This
Yeah.
was so great. We hit all of our Q&A questions and then some. This was so fun. I know. I will. I'm gonna do it because we all gotta get food and we all gotta rest.
Even people with kids,
even parents can order food.
Even parents can order
Even
food.
parents, that's the
Yeah,
moral
that's
of
a fun
today's
fact.
story.
Thanks for
You
hanging
take
out with
one
us,
thing
everybody.
away.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
thanks for
inviting
having
us. This was
us.
fun as hell.
Yeah,
And
you were
and
our
it
fun
helped us-
surprise guest.
I'm
so,
excited for Jordan Con.
Yes,
my God, I'm
sure
so
we'll
excited.
probably cross paths before then, I hope.
I expect
Oh.
so. Tends to happen.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, thanks everybody for sending in your questions and for joining us tonight. We really had a blast. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. Ghosts.
Ghosts!
Yeah.